Don't come to the club and start talking about what we've done in the past. Talk about what you haven't done anything.
He's won a trophy this season. I said this season. You ain't got a trophy.
This is my... Hey, how's everyone doing? We're back with another episode of Podcast Pundits. Today I'm going to be your host for the most. I go by the name of Strive, so you can call me Striver. I represent Arsenal. I'm going to have to try to be a little bit more measured today and try to represent the podcast as a wholesome episode. If you're rocking with us for the first time, literally we speak football, we speak on sports, we speak on a few other stuff. And you'll be glad to know I'm not here by myself. I'm joined, as per usual, by my fellow podcast pundits, starting with my left.
Yo, it's your boy Joey Nomadic, aka Liverpool's #1 fan. Here to talk all things football, ready for the season to kick off next week. Let's have it, boys.
Yeah. And then also joined by another one of our podcast pundits.
Marley Mal here, representing Man United. Not wearing it in a minute because it's very, very hot. Yeah, man, it's been a good weekend. The Palace, the Eagles, they've done their job, innit? Well, good weekend, and then bad news. You know what I mean? Everyone heard we were out of Europa. But yeah, man. Happy to be... Huh? We?
Sorry.
What's the beef? What's the beef?
Yeah. So yeah, Marley Mar, for those that have been rocking with us from early doors, you don't know whether he's a Manchester United fan or a Crystal Palace fan, but it looks like he's a Crystal Palace fan for this episode. But yeah, we're also joined because we're missing a couple of our usual pundits. Drayman still on annual leave. Del Estrada, he couldn't join us. That's why I'm having to sit in the hot seat hosting. He's had a bit of an emergency, so we're just, holding the fort for him. But don't worry, man. We're good, man. We're always in good hands. We invite guests that are gonna bring the most to the episode, and we got a returning guest. He goes by the name of Cuff, but I'm gonna let him introduce himself properly.
Cuff, also Liverpool's #1 fan, so we're gonna have to share that one there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, representing the mighty Reds, man. Happy to be here. It's gonna be a explosive episode, man. I got a lot to say, so.
Okay. All right. And then you know what? We got a guest he's been a fan and a listener of the show for a very long time. He's been a friend for the show for even longer. And yeah, man, very, very glad to have him join us. He's gonna introduce himself. He goes by the name of
Don Rey. So yeah, long time Arsenal fan. Back in the day, London club, born and bred. If you can't relate, you can't relate. But yeah, glad to be here, man. Thanks for the invite.
No problem, man. No problems, man. So yeah, man. Obviously, we're represented with Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester United, and obviously this is the episode before the opening game week. So like Cuff said, I think it could be an explosive episode, man. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Just being on it, so hopefully you're looking forward to it.
Different, everyone's smiling, happy about the season, ready to start, boy. Come Monday, boy, everyone's played their first game, they know what time it is.
Just me. I'm telling you, man. But yeah, you know what? Before we get into the footy, you know me, I'm a bit of a boxing fan. Anyone here paying any attention to the boxing coming up this weekend?
Small.
Yeah, I didn't know much about it, but yeah, you said is that obviously that main fight?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, it's a good fight.
Yeah. He's talking about Moses Atama versus Dillian White. So yeah, that's remember we was talking about it a couple of weeks ago where I think you lot were basically. You was getting on to me because I cussed Turkey Al-Sheikh. Yeah. Because
Guy who saved boxing.
What?
Why did you cuss him?
Yeah,
because basically, like after Usyk banged up Dubois,
he's never happy. Basically,
I'm happy. I'm happy. But after he banged up Dubois, he was like, "Yeah, I want to see Atama versus Usyk." I was like, "Bro, like, chill out, man."
Oh, okay.
So I was just like, Atama was like, you know what it's like? It's like saying, "Yeah, I want to see Max Darman up against Lionel Messi."
Yeah,
that's how I'm seeing it. Like, let Atama cook, like
allow him, like
just
up, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't you think there's certain people that have the right to say that? Like, for example, if Gianni Infantini said, "I want to see Max Darman against Messi," he's got the pull to say it, like how Turkey saved boxing,
and he's got the resources to sign that check, yo. They're gonna get paid, man.
So I feel like you're a bit ungrateful.
I feel like he's trying to say like let
For sure.
I'm just saying,
I'm
just like, bro, like, why are you trying to just dominate?
I agree.
Too fast. Like,
I agree, but
just
if
give us your
can
peak.
say it's him in it though.
Yeah,
like, that's all I'm saying.
How many fights has Toma had now?
You know what? I don't actually know, but he's not had many. Like he's definitely in the infancy stage of his career, and they're calling him like a young Mike Tyson.
Oh wow,
a record though.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, because of record. I don't think he's.
Bro, they're saying that he's 4 years younger than Dillian White's son.
It could be.
Yeah, bro.
Swear down.
But then I was doing the maths because he's 20.
He's 20.
Dillian White is 37.
Okay.
But apparently, I've heard Dylan White had his first when he was like 13 or something like that.
Man said 17.
Apparently, that was back in Yard, innit? So our Caribbean representatives might be able to tell us more about that.
Wow, okay. He's Jamaican, man. What do you want?
Nah. Don't do that to Jamaicans, right?
But obviously Dylan White is he's in that same era with their AJs and stuff like that. Obviously, we saw their freaking British heavyweight clash, and that kind of put them both on the map. AJ went on to win championships. Dylan White hasn't quite got there yet. He's fallen short a couple of times. So Dylan White, he's been a little bit unlucky. Some may say he's been the engineer of his own destiny because he's been on the wrong end of a couple of drug tests, whatnot.
He's in shape now, though. I saw him sparring the other day. I was like, right, he looks
it's lean. Yeah, he's looking lean. So obviously everyone's writing him off. Everyone's basically saying, they're like, why have you taken this fight? You're gonna get knocked over. And Dylan's playing into it. He's like, well, all right, yeah, I'm gonna get knocked. But obviously, Dylan, he's from ends. He's not just he's one of them guys, that is real. Like he's got to be. What's the phrase? I'm looking. Is it a bee in your bonnet?
Yeah, bee in your bonnet.
Now, he's got that monkey on his back.
Yeah, he's got.
Yeah.
But he's got something to prove, I guess, isn't it?
Something to prove. So he ain't gonna try and let a young boy just take him out.
I mean, no one should ever let that happen. But it happens a lot, and you see it on Instagram all the time. You just don't want to be one of those guys.
Yeah, you don't want to be the guy that's getting the voiceover on your fight. We're looking forward to this Saturday. It's
And you got MMA as well. Duplessis versus Chimaev.
Oh, that's
a huge one.
I heard that's a big one. Yeah,
that's a big fight.
This same.
You said that's a big one.
You said that's a huge one.
I said, you didn't say
hey, what is going on here? What's happening?
Only one of us said pause, bro.
But yeah, that should be a big fight as well. And just heard that Dana White just signed a new deal as well with I think it's Paramount Plus.
Oh, see.
So yeah, all the fights are available. I mean, if you haven't got a fight stick.
So what's
I don't know what I don't know what you're about.
I don't say that on this
and WWE, that's
by
Saudis as well now.
Is it Saudis that bought them? I know someone bought them, but yeah, they're
so what? Dana White is still what is he like? Still CEO or something like that?
I believe so. Yes, I think it's just the viewing rights. It's similar to how UEFA would sell the Champions League rights.
Oh yeah. Of course.
So yeah, big deal. But yeah, man, good fight on the weekend.
Yeah, man, dope. So this weekend is going to be a dope one. You got the Premier League opening weekend, and you got the fights. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it still. All right, cool. Before we get into it, did any of you lot see? I feel like I'm a little bit late here, but I hate to bring this up because he's one of. I'll say he's one of us just because is he from ends? Where's Mo from? Mo Gilligan, the comedian.
It's from
I've seen him out or whatnot. And one time I was scrolling through social media and I just see one babe like that's all just saying a madness.
Throwing them out.
Just saying a madness. Apparently my man's out here fathering children but not really doing the dad thing. Like I wanted to ask you, man, do you think, and I'm like, I'm not here trying to like corroborate absent fathers or whatnot, but I was gonna say, do you think there's a link between like, you see, like when you're like successful or mad busy, or do you think there's a link between those kind of people being labelled as deadbeats versus maybe a lack of understanding of what comes with going for a person in that situation? Or do you think, obviously, this is a bit away from Mo's because judging from what the lady said, she's just saying he just outright doesn't want to know, which is a different topic.
In fairness to him, he posted a video after that
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
With the charge, yeah.
I was playing the Drake. I hiding myself for the world. I was hiding more from my kid or whatever. He had that. But I swear that's what he did,
I
nah?
did see
That's the
that.
best
Yeah,
way
so-
of navigating out, boy.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a few days later. So yeah,
It's
it
comedy
was
to
a
get
Drake
you in
thing.
and get you out of them
Yeah,
situations.
so-
boy.
But then she doubled back after that. And
Oh, did
said-
she? I didn't
Yeah,
see that.
yeah. She made another one saying, "Yeah, nah, this ain't. What is he doing?" So,
Oh, swear.
yeah, like
I didn't know that.
it's all fake. It's all, yeah.
No, you
So-
can't
Wait,
do
that's
that,
not
though.
that's not his you.
No, it's you, but she's saying that
it
it's
came through.
yeah,
because of the
all that
pressure.
posting stuff. She's saying that nah.
She started it.
Yeah, what did she want him to do?
Oh yeah, because
He's got to prove he ain't a deadbeat.
And she's just like, nah, this is fake.
Yeah.
This
what
is
do you
fake.
what? So what? Like, 'cause the reason why I brought it up before we get into it is because what do you not think of that? Because me, I'll be honest, I completely hate that. That just let your business be your business behind closed doors. I don't know why we all have to be in the group chat with you.
Mm.
Yeah, and if you've like found yourself in that situation, yeah, obviously there's a number of things that's led you there, in my opinion. Yeah, recklessness from both parties. Yeah, I always hate the blame game kind of thing. So to
Yeah,
speak.
especially on social media. That's not the way.
It's mad. As a fella, look, like we get it. Like we're all men here. We understand. But sometimes, boy, when that bed is made, yeah, you just sometimes you gotta lay in it. It's tough. It's difficult. As a lady as well, though, you also need to take account for some of the decisions that you have made leading up to that. Because when I'm now seeing you, you're spilling out your dirty laundry out in public and you're telling us, yeah, he didn't want the chat. I'm like, bro, like, you're telling us all the stuff that's making us understand how you guys have maybe got a disagreement. Pattern it. Why am I hearing about it?
I think
So-
you know it is. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah,
I
no,
think,
no.
like some people, they don't know. Like you know what you want to do. You know what you want to say, how you want to react. But when
Yeah.
you're in that situation, I think people you just get rattled, innit? Everyone's got a line, and once it's crossed, you don't even recognize yourself. You're doing something,
Yeah.
and a lot of people do stuff like that, and they'll probably think, you know what? I wish I just took it back. But once it's online, innit? But I don't think even people want that because you have to remember and that's not even defending anyone, but it's 18 months or something, or older than that. So this has been obviously going on for a while, but I just think people sometimes get pushed away and they just get rattled.
And impulsive as well, but I think it's an assassination of character as well. I think she's just trying to
100%.
we-
That's the aim.
yeah.
That's the aim.
Yeah.
It's just, like I said, you cross the line. Just think, oh, what can I do? Nothing is work, and then you do it,
but there's
and
that as
then
well,
you,
innit?
you probably regret it.
It's like, yeah, I've done everything,
Yeah.
and this is my last. This is my last.
last-
event.
I always
what am I gonna do?
Like, other than like character assassination, like what's the goal of this?
Yeah.
Like,
Well, in that situation,
yeah, in that situation, obviously,
for him
it's
to
just character
step up.
It's court of public opinion as well.
Yeah,
and you know,
yeah.
people get convicted hard in court of public opinion.
All right, so court of public opinion, you get what you want. You've assassinated his character. Everyone knows who he is now and who he's not. Now what?
No, but if he's with the youth, then it's
And then
he's looking after the youth.
There's a
No, but she said it's
domino
fake.
effect of that, isn't it? Because obviously she's trying to kill his character, so hopefully he doesn't get the same type of deals that he's getting now. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's malicious.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like-
And that benefits nobody.
That's the
Thank
word.
you.
That's the word though. It's
Yeah.
malicious, isn't it? But
Like-
sometimes people just want to let it out in a malicious way, and then after we all go back and lick our wounds together.
100%.
That's-
Yeah.
that's
And that's why I'm like,
yeah.
some people are just getting, they just like your threshold could be here, mine could be here, someone's is here. Those could be all the way over here for all I know. It could be a strong threshold, but it's just you don't know, innit? Like that's why it's just, I guess, important for everyone just to know what they've done. Maybe if you do care about public opinion, you see some people crash out a lot easier. He hasn't crashed out, to be fair to him.
But he doesn't need to though.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I think that as well is a sign. He's just like, I know what I've done, what I am. So maybe that's a message as well, innit? So he's not crashing out.
Yeah, man.
That's something as well. But
I think the moral of the story is, man, you always take a touch, man. Composure is required.
that might have been the problem, but we've taken a touch, but you got scanned first. Bro.
Yeah. I was say that, bro. Make a decision before you make that pass, bro. Think before you make that pass, bro.
Oh god! But then the other question I asked, which was a little bit outside of the Mo Gilligan situation. Like, do you think there is a link with? What do you think about like successful, busy men getting into like parenthood? And do you think it's understood? Like, because I feel like all of us here sitting down, we all aspire for some stuff in it, and I'd like to think that we would all be in a situation where we're present. We are present, and I'd like to believe we maintain that identity. But at the same time, as we get bigger and stuff like that, you can imagine, that why are you laughing? What you do? You don't.
This guy.
You don't have faith in yourself now.
Yeah, so otherwise you saw smaller. If you're successful, what you did,
What do you mean?
you're like pro Nick Cannon.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, if you've got the resources,
Bear in mind, you won't have time, but you're talking about money.
yeah. No, I think no. Time is also very, very important.
Nah, we've had this
No,
discussion.
but obviously now after the fact, after having the initial conversation, I've seen I've seen the women's ain't particularly happy with the amount of time he's spending with his picnic.
Right.
So that's part of the equation that I didn't include in the first part.
So you say money.
Resources is great, but you also need availability.
But is it the
see.
women that are unhappy? What are the kids unhappy with the?
I mean, you don't hear from the kids.
The original thing was, and I think this goes on to what you're saying. I was saying like, Nick Cannon's obviously just dropping kids left, right, centre.
Yeah.
He's successful. He can afford to do it. I'm just like, I don't rate it personally. I'm just like, how's the kid growing up? Like, you don't really know. You're just providing financially, and that's cool. The woman might be proper. She's coming through correct. That's cool. But like, yeah, I think like you need to be there. How many?
Yeah,
how many?
what's he on now? How many numbers? What's he?
I think it's 12, 13,
Yeah,
bro.
that's
That's a madness.
Wait, guys. My granddad had way more, bro.
Ah,
And all his kids turned out great, bro.
Huh?
All his kids turned
what?
out great.
Where are you talking about?
Nige.
And where was he?
What do you mean?
Where did he live?
Just doing granddad.
Now, where did he live, bro?
He lived in Nige as well.
What, in the same village?
Maybe. I don't know.
when
Bro.
you say all them turned out great.
No, they all.
My,
No, I'm not saying.
No, my
No,
uncles don't think
but I'm
they're
not
all-
saying-
obviously they beef once in a while because there's too much beef over. But they like it was a no.
No, but I'm not saying they
Did you
weren't.
grow up? How much did your granddad have? How many kids?
Ah, bro.
You don't... What? You didn't give me a name. I said,
bro.
No, I know the direct. I don't know. I'd say altogether maybe about like. He had a lot, bro. He had a lot,
20
but my thing, but
Not in the
it's-
same
it's not
household,
abnormal.
obviously, yeah.
No, obviously they had
Yeah.
like different compounds and all that.
Right.
But it's a normal thing. It used to be normal back in there, especially
Yeah.
with people with resources,
Mm.
because it's not a large majority of people that are able to even have families in general, bro. So like that was a normal thing. But it's only today where people are trying to say like you have to spend a certain amount of time with kids.
Mm.
I don't know how true that is. Like
Yeah, I think-
scientifically, I don't know how true that is because there's a lot of basketball players and successful guys out here.
Nah, bro.
Hang on. They move mad in other aspects of life, but in terms of the statistics on how successful they are, bro, it can make or break you, bro. There's no
Most time
one
it'll break
formula,
you. Most time it breaks.
but there's no one formula for success.
No,
bro.
there's not.
It's different though. Back in the day, that would like our granddads, for instance, would have had bare kids because they help around the house and the properties, they're like doing stuff in it.
Wait,
Now-
what do you mean? It sounds like you're having slaves, bro. What were you?
Might as well be, bruv. might as well.
Our uncles, they weren't hired
Genuinely,
help.
genuinely,
Bro.
but
They had
they-
hired help, if I'm going to be honest, bro.
Oh, well, okay. In the Caribbean, like what I've been told is that they used to have a lot of kids because they used to help around with the house and stuff like that, and help out, like look after the kids when the pops is going out to work and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So there was intrinsic value in doing it back in the day.
Yeah, and there's
Now-
community as well. There's big community, bro. Now there's no community.
Exactly,
Here, innit?
exactly.
So, yeah.
What? So when you say value back in the day versus now, what do you don't think there's value in having like
I think there is.
loads of children?
Yeah, it could be, but it's just harder to look after them at the same time, innit? Do you know what I mean?
No, but then okay. What about in Islam, bro? Like they're not really struggling. They don't have an issue. I think it's when you mix that with Western culture because Western ideology doesn't allow for a successful person to be spreading their sowing their seed like that,
You
innit?
said about the villages.
Exactly, but back home, you need the community to raise everybody in it. No, they don't promote that.
not like that,
They
yeah,
want the
yeah.
government to raise you. Bro.
Yeah. Me personally, I'm all about bonding with my kids. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to. I don't think I'd be able to keep up with having like 12 kids.
Yeah.
Man. Forgetting names
The
and all of
relationship
that.
I had with my dad, bro. I want to have that with my kids, innit? So
Yeah.
that's the only thing, man. But
Yeah.
the
Right.
opportunity was there.
The
Not for me.
the more you have, the more likely one's going to be.
Was your
rapping
granddad,
about it.
Bastard.
Mono. What's the word?
What's that? Yeah,
Monogamous.
polygamous.
Polygamous. Yeah. Was he?
I think Nigeria was polygamous, bro.
Right.
I'm not gonna say he was,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
he I don't even know if he married them, bro. But I don't know the stats on.
He's a-
they
he's
didn't
a-
keep records. back then.
He's a very
he had
busy
more than
man.
one wife.
Some would say that.
Yeah, my granddad as
He
well.
was a very
My granddad
busy
as
man.
well,
Why
but
did you wait till now?
yeah, you know what? Because you was
Man,
just looking at your granddad. You was looking at your granddad. I thought, boy, there ain't no space for mine. But right, look, yeah, no, that was interesting in discussion, and it just was something that was in my mind, man. Maybe you guys should let me host, man, because I think about stuff. But yeah, Liverpool. Got two Liverpool fans in the room, and I enjoyed watching the Community Shield fixture, Crystal Palace versus Liverpool.
I enjoyed it too. Trust me.
Same.
Yeah, man. Full time 2-2 after full time, and then obviously went to penalties. Probably the worst penalty shootout I've seen in recent times.
I
Disgusting.
should have won in on the more time though, to be fair. But I'm sure you're gonna get that.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I was actually. I was going to open the floor. Actually, I was going to let the guests kick off.
I'll let Joey kick off.
No.
I'll let you kick off, man. I'll let you kick off because I need to see.
No. You know what? I think I've said it a few times, innit, man. When it comes to preseason, I don't really care. I just want to. I want to learn. I don't care about the result. I don't care about thingy. Charity Shield to me, obviously we've had our debates.
Yeah.
To me, it's a preseason game, innit?
Yeah.
So
Him as a trophy, by the way.
It's
That's
an
another.
honour.
That's another.
It's an honour. I
it's
wouldn't
an
say.
honourable friendly.
Yeah, like at the end of the day,
That's
it's
not
an honour. It's
that's
an honour
not what
that
you were
gets.
saying
No,
to me,
it's an
right?
honour that gets
Counted
counted.
it as a trophy, but you,
It's an honour that gets counted. That's
Yeah.
what I call it. But anyway, let's. We
so
digress.
just to back that up, on Liverpool's wall of fame with all the trophies, it's not on there. So
But Manchester United is on there.
yeah, exactly. So all clubs aren't created equal, I guess, isn't it? Because the most successful team in England don't put it on there. So
I don't know about that.
most successful team in England don't put it on there.
Sure, I'll find a picture with.
Most successful team in England don't put it on there.
That's not
Go through it. But anyway, my point is that it wasn't important. I wanted to see what Slot's doing here, if we're doing anything different, what our new players are saying, and I learned a lot from it. And forgetting about the result, I enjoyed it, man. It was a good game. It was a great run out for the lads, man. So
Okay, and then touching on, obviously, you say that you want to learn certain things. You want to, what did you learn?
I learned about Ekatike, and it confirmed what I thought about him, bro. Because some of the one-touch play and the intricate link up with Florian Wirtz and everyone else is exactly what I thought, bro. Like I was saying, Firmino, you lot were beating me up for that. You lot rushed me when I said no more than Firmino goals in a league season. But I think that's how he likes to play, bro. And we needed that as well, man. So
Yeah.
just happy to see. Obviously, it was a good goal. Maybe that goes against what I was actually saying because I didn't think he can kind of like create goals in that situation like himself, man. But that's the kind of thing I wanted to learn.
So, Cuff, what would you say for people that were like to supplement what Joey's saying? I mean, because Ekatike was looking like he was looking on fire actually at the beginning.
Looking really good.
Yeah,
really
man.
good.
First touch was looking magnificent.
Really good.
Everything. The finish was great. But then I've seen some critics say that as the game went on, he started kind of losing that.
Mhm.
Yeah, he losing what was making him look so magical, and it looked like he was a little bit wasteful. He's quite like jinky, but then in terms of his shot conversion, people were a bit critical.
I think
Do
people.
you agree with that, or is that a stretch?
I think it's a stretch. I think he's done enough in the first half for to say his link up play is good. I liked what I saw, especially on the left side. We've actually looked stronger on the left side now than on the right side. I think in the first half, how many touches did Salah have? It was like
He had one touch in the four touches altogether.
in the first half.
I think maybe even six in the whole game as well. So yeah,
That says a lot.
Is that different from what you know of?
Not really, to be fair.
He's not, now, the way Slot's using him is he's kind of like final phase of the.
But he's changed it from last season.
I think,
I'd say, but yeah.
We're a lot stronger on the left side. I mean, Gakpo was much in the game, but what I saw from Wirtz and what I saw from Ekatike was really good. There's a chance that he missed. He snatched at it, and I was like, all right, cool. But from what I saw, like the half turns, the link up play, the counter attacking, I was happy.
Because you were obviously I talk with Cuff a lot outside of the pod, and Cuff wasn't the. Is it fair to say you weren't very optimistic about the signing?
I'm still not.
Okay.
Well, no. Well,
I agree.
Let me rephrase. If that's going to be our number 9, our sole number 9, then I'm not optimistic about it. But if we're going to bring in someone else and he's going to be in the team as well, then it's looking good.
Right.
I mean, we've had a whole saga going on with Isak at the moment. If we have Isak and Ekatike and Wirtz, then it's looking good for me. But Ekatike are sole number 9 for the whole season. I'm not optimistic at all.
What's going on with the Isak deal as well? I heard Newcastle said they're not selling him.
Newcastle,
They can't sell him, man. Let's be real.
they can though. They're moving like a small club.
No, they are, man.
I think they're moving like a small club. Like Imagine, like, would you be with someone that don't want to be with you? If your wife said to you, "I want to divorce you," are you gonna force her to be with you?
It's not even that. It's not even that. Do you know what it is?
It's the same.
I was gonna say, but I'm gonna say, look, we took our vows.
Oh,
Man of God.
Now, shall I tell you what it is now? It's how it looks. Like, you have to remember, Newcastle have been rejected by like 80% of their targets. They've got their
shout out Della.
What's that one? Shout out Della,
Hey,
bro.
do
You know what?
got some Bradley support.
I'll admit for Marlon's sake, I backed him initially, but I was out of hate of Man United. Then when I thought of it, I said, yeah, they're not it.
What's that got to do with Isak though?
No, what I was going to say is that Isak is like their crown jewel. So it's just like, I feel like he represents the project. If you sell your crown jewel, who are you replacing him with?
The project don't want to be with you. The
No,
crown
exactly.
jewel.
That's what I'm saying. But the project's done. No, but that's admitting the project's done. That's what I think it symbolizes. Because to the fans as well, I think we all know this project ain't going nowhere. With PSR, it was, from my opinion, it was never going anywhere. I said from day, they're not going to climb to the top. They can't. Like, it's too difficult. So selling Isak, I think, is an admission of, yeah, you know what?
But selling Isak is the only way to get out of that PSR situation.
This is what I'm saying. But you know what it is?
What are you getting? You can sell, but what are you getting?
I mean, they don't have
This is why I'm saying that
It's too late for them.
This is why I'm saying that they're moving like a small club though, because they don't actually believe that they can replace him.
They can't, bro.
They can't. But if
they can.
They can replace him.
Sheshko was a perfect replacement. If I'm going to be,
You didn't want to go there.
No, but like,
Exactly.
listen, it might not be striker for striker. They might not find a similar striker with the same profile as Isak or the same quality, but they can replace him in other areas.
Like Trent.
We lost Coutinho. We didn't replace him with another attacking midfielder. We bought Van Dijk and we bought Alisson, and that changed our whole team.
Is that, and I think this is the argument that Marlon's got. You're Liverpool, bro.
Right.
It's different.
Yeah.
Like, you're Liverpool.
We generate money.
But this is what I'm saying.
Like, people still look at Liverpool like you're Liverpool, innit? Like,
Right.
Newcastle, you ain't got. There's no pull there for me. There's no pull there in any way. Like,
I think like that only applies to like name brands. I think if they were to sell Isak and they have like, for instance, 120 to 150, they can invest that into up and coming.
Yeah.
Like, say, for instance,
and then they're getting Europa League again. They're trying to climb.
That's
what I'm
But what are you gonna?
But
So
Isak was kind of up and coming.
He was,
Like,
bro.
no one really wanted him.
Because Arsenal bottled getting him. Exactly. So like, it was an opportunity, bro. So they need to like, they need to ride it though.
Newcastle's also shown that they can recruit and build their squad that is capable of.
Bruno,
Look at where they are now.
Tonali, Isak, these are all top tier players, man.
Fifth or sixth.
Yeah.
But they don't believe that they can do that again.
Exactly.
They're like, why would you keep a player at your club who don't want to be there? You can force him to.
I think I'm on both sides of the fence, because I'm where you are. I kind of agree with what you're saying, but that's only if they are able to like replace his absence with enough quality and strength and depth to reinvigorate said project. But obviously, reality and time again is showing us that they're being rejected by players. So maybe they've lost a little bit of confidence in their recruitment process.
I think it's the profile of players.
Yeah, bro.
I'd splurge out on Leao.
Yeah, they're thinking they're a top club, and I don't think they are there yet to compete with the Man United. The Man United are in the dumps.
I'm sorry. Nottingham Forest just signed the Swiss winger. This guy is highly rated in thingy. You can't tell me that.
Newcastle couldn't go for a minute.
What's his name?
I can't remember. I know
Swiss guy plays for Bologna, I think it was. But anyway, you can't tell me Newcastle couldn't procure that guy, bro.
Yeah.
They could have easily have done it, but they don't have a sporting director. And my thing is that I think it was said on TalkSport as well. I think it's Ade Oladipo who said it, bro. Like, Eddie Howe's not a sexy player, bro, man. I've been saying that Eddie Howe's going to get them to where they need to get to, just like Arteta is doing for Arsenal, but they need to get somebody in who's going to get them over the line.
I said that as well.
Dan Ndoye.
Dan Ndoye, that's it. Yeah.
I'd think they're admittedly in a crossroads, and I think I agree. If you're a big club, you're selling them, and then you're going on. But you're also selling to a rival. The only club that can buy.
We're not rivals. We're not rivals.
That's not. No, but that's not how.
I keep falling into these Newcastle forums.
No, but that's what they believe.
And I'm like, I'm hearing.
Hey, Cuff, you gotta use your time better. You gotta use your time better.
I'm just find myself there, bro.
You got. It's the fans that they have to consider as well. So as an Arsenal fan, I don't think Newcastle are your rivals. I agree, because they're not going for the league. You're going for the league. So I agree, but when I'm thinking back in the day, say like Arsenal, we weren't really Man City's rivals.
No.
when we were selling to them, but that hurt.
No, but your rivals
That
in
hurt.
terms of club stature and size.
Stature,
you might
but in
not have
terms
been as good as Man City at the time, but you're still Arsenal.
But we
Newcastle
were
weren't
going
there.
for- yeah, which is, I get what you're saying, but we were going for like a top 4. City are
Okay.
going for the league.
Yeah.
We're selling them our best player. Nasri's gone out of Bioga. It hurts.
Yeah,
Like-
we lost
like-
Sterling to Man City. It happens, but
And there were money guys then as well. So
Liverpool was still
it's no-
and Arsenal was still a big club at that time.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Newcastle's just selling, let's be honest, because fact of the matter is, if they keep him, they're keeping a player that doesn't want to be there.
100.
You've got him for a season where his value could potentially drop, like Kudus.
Yes.
Like Kudus had a bad season
Yeah.
last.
Oh, like Gerhi as well, bro.
Like exactly. So you got to sell him, bro. He's hot right now. If you can get 150,
70 million bids last season. Now it's like looking at 35.
Yeah, bro,
29
send him, man.
million.
Sell him,
But do you
brother.
guys
I'm
think
happy.
like obviously Isak is the only answer because for me watching the game, it looked like you guys had more pressing issues defensively.
No, but the answer to what question though? 'Cause he's an answer to the number 9 question that Cuffy was asking.
Definitely.
But there's other questions in our team that need to be answered.
Right, so you are you saying that you're in agreement with Cuffy that you don't think Ekitike alone is enough?
I've never thought Ekitike alone is enough in terms of like goals. But if we're using him, the assumption is that Salah's going to score goals like he did, but then we have to understand that we've lost firepower. We've lost Luis Diaz, we've lost Darwin Núñez, we've lost Diogo Jota, RIP. Now we're weaker than we were last season. So we have to get goals from somewhere. Adding Isak is going to probably cover two of those players' goals. So it's a shortcut in my opinion, but you're paying the price for that shortcut. But technically, we need 2 attackers.
I agree.
So then, with that being said, then are you happy with how Liverpool are going about doing that? Obviously, now that we've got to see a competitive, even if you want to call it a pre-season game or friendly, whatever, it's competitive. You guys were competing for something, so this was the first time to kind of see. Everyone's been saying, or a lot of people's been saying, Liverpool's had one of the best windows. Yeah, I'm seeing Cuffy shaking his head.
Yeah, no, not anymore. It was at the time, but that was like, what was it, like 2 weeks into the transfer?
That was before the Club World Cup. Like
Yeah.
everyone was like, Liverpool must be stopped, and now all of the other teams have caught up with their signings.
We stopped. We stopped, bro.
No, I agree. Yeah.
All the other teams have caught up. United's caught up. Obviously, Arsenal's got their striker now. So
United surpassed us. No, United have surpassed us.
I've caught up,
bro.
They've surpassed
Arsenal. I think we still got a way to go as well.
Yeah.
So,
Arsenal.
I think Liverpool and Arsenal are at a similar thing, but at the end of the day, Liverpool had a better team last season
Yeah,
anyway.
But
So I think we need to go a bit
But
further.
you've got to think about our outgoings, bro.
Yeah.
We've lost Jota, obviously, RIP.
that one when you put it like yeah,
Yeah,
put it like that.
obviously we lost Jota, RIP. We sold Diaz and we sold Núñez. I wasn't the biggest fan of Núñez. I don't know what you thought.
He's my guy, bro, man. But
Yeah.
not.
That's my dog still.
Do you know how you like?
Newcastle should have got Newton.
Nah, you know how you
should've
like?
got
He was,
Núñez.
he was like a
Yeah,
good
Saudi.
comedian to me.
Yeah,
But it was-
I liked his mentality because
Yeah,
he would
exactly.
always work regardless of what happens. But he wasn't my cup of tea. I never liked. He ruined a lot of my
Oh,
weekends.
100%. But football does that. That's why we love him.
Does that? But he did get a lot of important goals.
Yeah.
So we haven't replaced. Well, we can say we replaced him with Ekitike. We haven't replaced Diaz, and we haven't replaced Jota. RIP.
What
So
about
so
your
wait,
centre backs, bruv? That's
No, but sorry, just before you get that,
that's what
we're losing Chiesa.
We're losing
Harvey Elliott's
Chiesa.
on his way out as well, so we are weaker. But for
What do you
centre-backs,
think? What do you feel about Harvey Elliott being on the way out? Are you pro that, or do you want to keep him?
I like
Keep him.
Harvey Elliott, man. I like his intent, man. When he comes on the pitch, bro, he's like. Obviously, me and Don have had a
I'm
couple of
just
debates in
listening,
it.
God,
When he comes on he's like, I don't know, he's like, just, I want this, I want to do this. He's very busy on the pitch, innit?
Desperate.
And I like that he's desperate to prove himself at Liverpool because he loves the club, bro.
Yeah.
And obviously, like, I don't know who at Arsenal loves the club, but like the way that Gyökeres really wanted to go Arsenal
Yeah.
is the way Harvey Elliott really wants to be at Liverpool. And I know that wherever he's gonna go, he's gonna do the business, man. But I just wanted to do the business for us because before Slot, he was doing the business for us.
Right. So you're not.
What's the
really-
business? Is the way he was gonna
That's
ask.
the question you want to
Hey,
hear.
What's the business? Business is a quality player coming off the bench and creating goals and creating situations. And
Good player.
in the same way we like Darwin Núñez for the chaos that he creates, Harvey Elliott is doing something when it comes on the pitch, bro. Like that game against Man United when
I like
Jarell
Harvey.
Quansah
Yeah.
made that mistake.
I've always liked
Came on, bro. Cooked Man United, bro.
What's your beef with Harvey Elliott? Is it because of the tweets?
No, I just think George.
What tweets?
What tweets?
The tweets that his mum apparently sent. Was it his mum or his
I
aunt?
read that. Yeah.
But Harry Kane.
I don't know who it was about.
What? Go on,
This is news to
As
me.
a- as a-
I'm not-
it's
I
like
just know there was disparaging tweets.
Nah, you're doing chatty patty.
Allegedly. No, he's right.
Allegedly.
It was right though. He was right.
What
There were
was the tweets
tweets.
allegedly?
They were
What was the
the-
content of these alleged
They were
tweets?
of the racial content.
Oh.
Yeah. But I don't know if it was.
Was it him?
He's one of them kind of
One of
guys.
his family.
Mum,
It's one of
his
his
mum.
family.
Yeah, but
Oh, he comes from those kind of
can I
families.
just ask? Maybe his family has said something racist before.
Hey man, I don't know.
Is he like nobody
know
said
about
no?
that.
That's
know.
what I'm saying. What's the question? Yeah, that's what we did.
Harvey Elliott, is he Harvey Elliott? Like, he's a good player. I said that. He's
Yeah,
a
you
good
know you
player.
did, you
But
did.
my thing was, I don't think you're going to see him going to a big club.
Yeah.
You're going to see him going to like a club, like a Brentford, before Thomas Frank left.
Not even like a Tottenham.
Newcastle, Tottenham. Give him that.
Yeah, I
I
would have thought.
stay with Brentford personally.
Damn.
But,
I don't see him going.
Really?
he's
Newcastle.
available, and
Yeah,
Tottenham
as well.
have got Tottenham are
Yeah,
going for
yeah.
Savinho, but he's available.
But
That's true. But I've seen Tottenham fans
Then
say that they would.
17th, so or whatever. So yeah.
Yeah, and
I
that's
always forget.
no, but
and that-
we have
that's
to
true as
disregard those. positions.
I'm just saying, though.
We do.
But yeah, I get what you're saying, Tottenham, Newcastle. But yeah, like he's available though.
Yeah, I didn't agree.
So
disagree with
who's gone for him? He's
But
available.
yeah, Isak was available and top clubs didn't go for him. Bro.
We can't about
You
Tottenham.
know, Isak wasn't really available.
No, I'm saying before he went to Newcastle. So like it doesn't mean.
And
he's
also,
not a
I was
player,
pointing out, I don't
teams
think
are
it's just-
lazy, innit?
Yeah, I don't think it's just my opinion as well that this is Harvey Elliott. I think like the massive football. I'm being in England. Like he is 22, playing in like the under 21.
People forget how young he is, you know.
Yeah,
You know
no,
what
but
I'm
well,
saying?
he's not been called up for England yet. Like, so he's doing all this for Liverpool,
that's
but he's
because
not
he
even
live
near the
in
squad. so I'm just like,
bro.
I'm
Yeah,
just
but like,
wait.
look who he's competing with.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, there's not, and there's no shame in that. But I'm just saying he's not a phenomenon. He's a good player. He's a good for Liverpool. He'll be a good squad player, and that's all he'd be.
Well, like Curtis Jones. What do you think about Curtis Jones?
Actually, no, but
Yeah,
squad player.
Yeah.
But actually,
We got to hate it.
no. I like Curtis Jones.
I love
But-
Curtis
but
Jones, bro.
For a team
You like
that Liverpool
Curtis
wanted to win
Jones?
the league-
Curtis Jones, bro.
for a team that Liverpool wanted the league, he's just a squad player.
What do you like about Curtis Jones?
Ball retention.
Yeah.
Ball retention's top tier.
He said, "Go on."
Yeah, nah, I
More than one.
had to confirm.
More than one.
There's two types of ball retentions, bro.
No, there's ball retention.
There's two types of ball retention.
So the two types is Gravenberch and Curtis Jones.
No, I don't even mean it like that. Two types of ball retention is holding on to the ball too long and not making a decision, and there's ball retention in making the right decisions, keeping the ball and moving it around, what Gravenberch does.
Yeah.
Harvey Elliott. Sorry, Curtis Jones. I feel like he slows down a lot of our play when he could. His passes that he could make first time, his two-touch play is non-existent, bro. He holds on to the ball.
But then, as Don said, in terms of squad players and the value, bro, like these guys always talk about Ji-Sung Park.
Mm-hmm.
As a non-Man United fan, I used to hate when seeing that guy play, bro. Like it's dusty for me. But these people are important in your team. Obviously, because you got Gravenberch, you got McAllister, you got all these bad boys, and then you got Curtis Jones. He provides something very important to the team. He provides balance, in my opinion.
Got his fair share of games.
Yeah, and he played well last season. He got
Yeah.
a decent amount of goals as well. But I get where you're coming from. Sometimes his decision making is a bit off key.
Sometimes it's frustrating because I can see the pass and he's like, he wants to hold on to the ball, trying to show what he can do a bit more. And I'm thinking to myself, bro, just let the ball go. Just release it sometimes.
Does that a little bit, innit?
He does.
Yeah, he does. He does. But he's coming off of an off season, and this isn't the Arsenal segment.
Yeah. But on a scale though, would you say he provides more value to Liverpool than not? Because that's the way I gauge it.
I don't think I don't
Really?
No.
By default,
so-
he adds value.
Yeah, 100%.
By default,
bro.
Why?
Huh?
Why by default?
Because he's contributing. He won the league.
Yeah, and
He contributed to that.
What did he contribute?
But you said, wait, sorry.
No, explain what he contributed.
Let me just make sure I understood the question. You're saying, did he add value or did he not add value?
did he add value or subtract value from?
Because even if the value was that you allowed
Was
McAllister to rest,
0.0001.
no, but you allowed McAllister to rest, and you played a Spurs who weren't good, and you just played him instead, and McAllister or someone could rest. I'm saying that's value. Whether it's enough value to, and I think you're saying it's not enough.
Yeah, no, it's value.
Yeah, but it's
because he's
value.
just a body.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, Arsenal
a couple
Marino in, and then but
I was gonna say a couple weeks
that
ago
was directly involved in
Marino.
Marino. Yeah,
Oh yeah, up
he
top.
scored
I mean,
goals.
I'm just talking. I'm saying if he went.
Yeah, but last
But
season,
a
2
few weeks
seasons
ago-
Curtis Jones added numbers as well.
Yeah,
He got a couple of goals.
I remember 2 seasons ago. This is what made me write off Curtis Jones. We were losing 1-0 to Palace at home, and he had a 1-on-1, and he skied it.
Nah, see,
No, it's not unfair. Bro,
That's what I had to
moments.
call out on it.
No. Moments,
No,
man.
it is
Moments.
But not everybody's a moments guy, man. And
Moments.
like
And it
I'm
was,
saying,
it was
that's
a
what
clear one. Do you remember it?
I remember it, bro.
That was
Adam
when-
Wharton destroyed us in that game as well.
Yeah,
bro.
that was when we lost our lead, bro.
Yeah, but I brought him up because when I said Ji-sung Park, yeah, like he doesn't have moments. So if you're not a Man United fan, you're gonna think this guy's dusty. But if you're like Jeezy over here, who's probably watching all the games, and you're like you're gonna
see his value.
Yeah. But like Curtis Jones, he's got, for me, he adds way more than he takes away.
What do you think of Jordan Henderson then when he was there?
Jordan Henderson added a lot.
Okay.
I think
He's a manager on pitch.
Manager
bro.
on the pitch. That's
I
that.
And you heard it in
And-
COVID season, innit, bro? He's just talking
on the
about
ball. He's
I love
actually
that, bro.
I like that as well. But on the ball,
Technically good as well.
yeah, he's underrated. Like he didn't get the plaudits.
So, like, going back to this game then, because it sounds like you guys, obviously there is a little bit of disparity in terms of how you value certain players in your squad and whatnot, but it kind of sounds like you guys are quite happy with what you have at the moment. So
No, hell no.
right,
I think we're halfway. I think the job's half done.
right.
I think although people like to comment on our defense and saying we need defensively we're not that great, I don't think it's solely down to our defense, because if you look at our four defenders, our fullbacks and our two centre backs, they're all our first team players. That is our defensive line, right? I think the problem lies in the profile of midfield player that we have. I think we need an anchor man right in front of them, someone that will just
Anchorman now, that would have been.
You've only got
Gravenberch,
not
but
an anchor man.
yeah, he's not.
not
He's
an
makeshift. He's not.
You know
really
what
an
I've said? You know what I've said on
Yeah, you
on
said
this
it
pod
2
a
weeks
couple of
ago.
times. Yeah, I've said that I feel like you guys could do with a CDM.
Yeah, we didn't replace Fabinho properly.
No, never.
We never replaced Fabinho. We need that
Well,
profile.
we did try it. Like Zubimendi for me was a great option.
It's a different knock when Arsenal not.
Exactly, it's a different knock when the dusty team knocks. bro.
Yeah, I hear it.
like.
Yeah, good.
If
Yeah.
you have low ambition,
Yeah.
you're gonna go there, innit, bro?
Yeah.
But obviously he went to Arsenal, better team won, cool,
Yeah.
calm. But we haven't really tried to replace him, like you said, innit?
Yeah.
So I think Slot's definitely thought about it.
Yeah.
Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards are definitely thinking about it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna come this
Why do you
time
think they
round.
thought about it? Sorry.
Sorry,
What makes you think they thought about it?
because they tried to get Zubimendi in.
But what about this summer?
Yeah, this summer I think there's like, because remember we have players going out, and
This
we
summer.
have contracts, players aging. For me, we can put McAllister there. We can we can do makeshift.
So you are happy there then? Huh?
No,
No.
we're not, but they are. I think.
But you got to think. We've got to think about priority though. Like we lost Trent. We needed to replace him straight away.
100%.
Yeah.
Robertson is at the end. Would you agree?
Yeah, 100%.
We needed to replace him straight away.
Guys.
I think we knew that Diaz was going to go. Obviously, the pass and the drop. There was so much more priority. But the CDM position, I think that is the reason why we get cut open so easily.
Is that your
We haven't got no protection.
Is that your priority position? CDM and centre back?
You know, before all of the dealings were going on, obviously we needed a fullback. I actually wanted to get Baleba. He was one of my first targets.
So the only thing about Baleba is
Mhm.
obviously he's a great ball carrier, great destructor, and breaks up play. But in terms of pushing the ball forward, he's not.
He does, man.
Yeah, he's not. But we do.
He does, bro.
Okay, cool.
No, I agree
He's
somewhat.
not
Yeah.
Zubimendi.
Yeah.
He's not.
He's not Zubimendi, yeah.
But I just.
But then
as in
but you need-
penetrating pass, he
Yeah.
good ball.
No, but I just
I
think.
said that's what I said.
So similar.
Remember, I said that. I said he's a good ball carrier, but he's
Similar
in terms of moving the ball forward. That's not him.
Yeah, but I think we've got enough of that though.
Declan Rice.
I was gonna say similar
Yeah.
to Declan
Yeah,
Rice,
yeah,
but better. Okay.
Anyway, anyway, bro. Anyway, bro.
No, just say yeah.
Go
just
get
say
you.
yeah, bro.
Go
That's how
get
we
you.
move
Bro,
forward.
I've said it and I'll say it again. Those 2 free kicks were the worst thing to happen to football, bro. The worst thing to happen
What?
to football.
What?
Those 2 free
Why are
kicks.
we
like,
hating
No.
Anyway, let me.
He's fighting.
They were the
I'm
worst.
fighting, bro.
Hey,
I didn't. But
but you know what? Going back to what you said, I think we've got enough of that though. Forward passes. I just think we need a destroyer, bro.
Yeah.
Someone, a physical presence that can just, take the strain off Gravenberch because he's being overused. McAllister, let him.
We need a Caicedo, man.
Yeah,
That's exactly who.
yeah. We just need a destroyer. Screen that defensive line, and then
Endo.
I was gonna say that, but I didn't know if it was gonna come up. Now that Don said it, I know it came.
No,
Trolling.
no, it's not.
he was bad. He was bad.
It's not.
He's
bad.
my guy. I like him.
He's
17 million worth of my guy, but he was trying to like dribble past Eze, bro. I was like, brother. Because he did it in that friendly where he was captain. He did it. And then everybody was applauding.
When was he when he was playing in Asia?
Everyone was applauding in it. So he thought, yeah, let me see if I can do that in England, bro.
Eze just said, give me that.
Give me that, bro. I said, brother, yeah, that's not how you get another game, bro.
Yeah,
man.
Walton had a serious display.
Yeah,
I like that play. You know?
He's staying at Palace.
I like that play. You know,
Nobody can touch him.
Palace have done well to retain all their
He was injured
their
last
key
season,
players.
innit?
'Cause I mean, you said
Played
that
enough.
he owes them another season.
One season, innit?
But then it looks like Eze is starting the season.
Well, we don't know, man.
Paris has basically said that everyone's available. But from his last, he gave an interview after the match, and I think the commentator asked him what's happening with Eze, and he basically said if the right offer comes in, boy,
it wasn't strong, was it?
Yeah, it wasn't as strong that these
impression
guys are going to stay. So,
so just back to the game though. One thing I really enjoyed seeing and taking away was just the way the players were rotating positions, man. Like Ekitike was driving out to the left. Gakpo was going in. Obviously, it didn't really come off because Gakpo was a bit rusty yesterday. He looked very bad. But constant fluidity in the positions and the rotations. Man.
Yeah, he was on that left side, don't know.
Who?
That the rotations was happening. We were just talking about.
Yeah, no. So remember, Frimpong was going out where we used to see Salah, and then Salah was coming in right before, in front of the box, innit? So I don't know how there's too many players around that area, so I don't know. I think that might be the reduction that Della was talking about. Obviously, he was saying there's going to be a reduction in numbers because of his age, but it might be the fact that his role is changing in the team.
What's your opinion on not subbing Salah when he's having a stinker?
I think because of everything he's done so far, you have to let that ride until it's not working. So like maybe, I don't know what's like. If I was Slot, I would say if it's like 5 to 10 games of you just doing dustiness, bro, you got to come off from that, bro.
He's been carrying it on from last season though, and
yeah, but he done his work. He done his. You know,
He done his work.
You done your work.
he's done his work,
Put
right?
your feet up, and the whole team put their feet up as well.
But if putting your feet up is a detriment to the team, then
Is it though?
Hey, wait, it wasn't last season. But if it is
no.
then you got
When he was doing the business, like he was putting his feet up, like everyone was working around him and working for him, right? And he was getting the goals. But when that's not working and you're just losing the ball, like sometimes he just dribbles into nowhere.
Yeah, he did that.
And he loses the ball a lot. It's time. I'm screaming for Slot. I'm screaming for Slot to just make a change.
Bring on Chiesa.
Yeah,
Yeah, bro.
I was gonna say, who would you bring on?
Bring on Chiesa, bro.
Oh, you want to?
Game on, bro.
Well, you should keep him. Go on.
Chiesa's a good player though.
But you think they should keep K though?
No.
I think so as well.
No, I think they might as well just keep Harvey Elliott.
He's not a right winger though, man.
Where does he play for England? In the centre.
Cam,
He
innit?
plays in the centre, yeah.
Yeah,
He's a centre midfielder, really and truly.
Really?
But he's he roams, isn't it? A roaming centre midfielder.
Yeah.
What I was going to say to your point though, isn't there certain players within a team that you kind of afford that, you know, that flexibility to give the ball away essentially? Because Salah's the guy that gets you goals, he gets you the assists.
But when he's not doing that, when he's snatching at his chances, when he's notably having a stinker, you
want Slot to recognise it sooner and do something.
recognize it sooner. Bring on Rio or something exciting. You
I
know,
thought Rio should have come off.
should have come on.
Personally.
Guy, I don't disagree. But at the same time, know your role, innit?
In what sense? Is it young or what?
Yeah, bro. Like, there's a pecking order here. People need to be satisfied in it in terms of minutes, innit? Like, I get Rio's. Obviously, he's a hot prospect, but not now, bro.
Then, what was all of that showcasing in
It's just a
preseason?
reward for the ability that he's shown, innit? Like Max Dowman, he's getting loads of game time, bro. But Max Dowman he's not gonna be a solid feature this season. It's a reward to say that we like what you're doing.
We notice you.
Yeah, we notice you, man. But
we have plans for you.
We have plans for you. But sorry, just a quick one on the centre backs as well. Obviously, like they were dusty yesterday.
Right.
Both of them were dusty. I don't think that's going to be an issue at the start of the season because I think, like Cuffy was saying, these guys are still in kind of like first gear from the end of last season, innit? But start of the season, if they don't start in the gear that they need to start in, there's going to be a very quick awakening. Like when do we have Arsenal? Third game, innit? Yeah. And then who's our first game? Bournemouth.
And it's Friday,
Yeah, like it's like
This Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
So it's like, you that's when the season starts. If you guys aren't ready for that game, because it even nearly happened last season against Ipswich. Ipswich, first half of the game, it badded us up, bro. Joel Quansah had to come off, and then we just stepped up in it. So
he stepped up eventually. Yeah, I remember that.
But I don't think we're gonna get the centre backs that we think we want.
By that first game.
Yeah. Either by that first game or by the end of the transfer window, we'll get one centre back in. I'm not 100% sure it's going to be Gurhi.
You don't think we're going to get him this?
I don't think so, man, because
sounds like he's gone, you know.
I even think
I feel like he's gone as well.
I feel like Chelsea's because remember they've lost Levi Colwill. He's got a good relationship with Chelsea. They're gonna pay whatever's necessary to get him into the team, man. So like, so it's not a clear and dry cut conclusion. Same for Isak.
Marley Mark, Don, do you obviously we all watched the game? Is there anything that, because we touched on Liverpool for a while, is there anything you want to like touch on in favour of what Crystal Palace done well? Because I mean, obviously Crystal Palace took the game to Paul before we move on with the rest of the episode. Is there anything that you were in particular fond of when you was watching the game?
I mean, Eze played particularly well, I think. Wharton obviously is another standout player that you got to mention. I just like Palace, man. I'm hopeful that they can keep the team together, because I think it's difficult to like at the beginning of a season like put them somewhere in the league, but you know they're gonna upset a lot of teams. Like they just have a way about them.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I want them to. Wharton looks like he's obviously going to stay. Gay, when he got injured, like I was like, oh, maybe he might stay now.
He got put in the washing machine today, though.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Was that after injury or what?
Yeah, I know. Before the injury, his head was shaking, bro, man.
So yeah, man, I'm hopeful they can keep it together and just upset quite a few teams in the league next season. That's my hope.
Well, yeah, Palace, they obviously won the Community Shield after winning the FA Cup.
Man.
Yeah, so congratulations to them, man. That's big.
I think you're missing one thing I'd add as well. I think this Glasner guy.
Yeah.
I think tactically he gets a lot out of these players. I don't think like a lot of the Palace have got some quality players, like obviously like your Wharton, Eze, Mateta's obviously proven himself now for like a couple seasons, but I think he's getting a lot out of them. And I think just simple things that he's doing, like say like against Liverpool, Kirkes is attacking a lot. That's great. Somehow this Muniz guy was just always free. They're clearly switching it to him, and even those simple things. I think when you get to the final third, obviously he doesn't have the quality. But I was watching it thinking, boy, the way what he's getting out of this Palace team. Imagine if this guy goes to a club with players, because he's getting them into the final thirds. I'll come back to that. He's getting them in the final thirds.
Goldcase said that to me.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Glasner?
Yeah.
But anyway.
He knows how I feel about Mikel.
He's up there.
Well, what's your take on that?
I didn't think about it, but then when I did think about it, I thought, oh.
Well, if you've entertained Arteta, you can't say you wouldn't entertain
Arteta as well in it.
That's the new gimmick that they're running now.
That's not a gimmick. That's the truth, though.
That's a fact.
Like what?
What gimmick?
Bro, you call it a gimmick?
No, I call it a
It's
gimmick.
not this. That's like Glasner's done really well.
He has done really well, but it's
impressive.
a little bit disingenuous just because obviously Arteta's also taken a team that was like where Manchester United are now.
Whoa.
What's going on here?
To where they were
Crystal
challenging.
Palace here.
Yeah, no, I know, but
But
Crystal Palace and Arsenal, there weren't that much disparity if you think about where Crystal Palace is now and where Arsenal were when Mikel took them on.
Right, okay.
That's how crap Arsenal were.
Whoa.
Okay. So you think, all right.
Whoa.
Nah.
I
can't go down with this shit.
There's another Arsenal fan in here.
I can't go down with that shit.
What?
I personally think
I can't go down with that
I personally think we were that bad. Like
we were in terms of, I think what you're trying to say is in terms of where we should have been and where we were. Yeah, maybe in terms of if you look at maybe just the scale of it, but we weren't Palace levels.
No, all right. So
but in terms of the scale of how far off we
around
were,
that time, Palace were giving us regular 3-0s, bro.
They were giving Liverpool.
Like what I'm trying to say is there wasn't much gap. Like Arsenal was very much a mediocre team.
But they're mediocre because you was in bad form. Palace are where
that
Arsenal
bad form
were.
lasted 2 years,
and that's the best. That's the best ever.
Yeah.
Their best ever is Arsenal. Arsenal 8th.
Also when they're bad.
So I'm talking about in that moment. Take a snapshot of that moment. That 2 years, we were bad for 2 good years.
The 8th places finishes you're talking about.
Yeah, like 48, like that's where we were. Like if you're consistently 8th place, why can't I say that we were as bad? Or we were on the same?
8th is exceptional for Palace. They couldn't have been 8th.
Yeah. And do you feel as if Arsenal, based on the team, warranted to be 8th, or were they just in bad form? Because if they were playing to their level,
mixture of both.
yeah, they should have been higher up in the Champions League spots, no?
Yeah, maybe. So
Mixture
what you're
of
saying,
both.
you're saying that I'm giving
crazy,
Mikel
bro.
Arteta too much credit.
I'm saying you're
crazy.
No, because all I'm saying is I feel like we're being a bit disingenuous because I feel like we're discounting the fact that Mikel Arteta has made Arsenal title challengers. Last year, not so much, but title challengers 3 years in a row to the point that we're going to be in the conversation. So I feel like it's not as easy as just saying FA Cup and Community Shield. Okay, let's add the other context and nuances.
No,
Yeah,
And I'm somebody who I'm tired of Arteta, but come on, let's be.
But the only other context is that the Premier League form was better than Crystal Palace. But if you're the crux of it is they've got the same stuff.
Fair enough. But yeah, all right,
You're just crazy for that.
what proper crazy. What kind of plot armor is this, bro? What is this?
Yeah, outside though.
all right, fair enough. So
Don Ray was just being polite as well.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, he just took to your man. Took to your man in the group after.
I jumped off the ship.
all it was is obviously I saw the Mikel Arteta slander, and I was like, there's some slander that I can subscribe to. I don't know. There's some slander I can subscribe to, and there's some that's just not fair in it. But we digress. Crystal Palace, after that triumph, gone on to have their appeal rejected. We've touched on this a good couple of times, so I want to touch. I don't know, Cuff, do you have any views on?
It's totally unfair. The criteria how they've done it as well is that the higher finishing team, which was Lyon, I think they finished 5th, and Palace finished 12th. But when you compare the leagues, it's crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So how do you even measure that? Because
they don't even rank Premier League and French League at the same level.
This is what I'm saying.
They get less coefficient points.
So how do you even measure who done better? Because we don't know how good Lyon would have done in this league, in the Premier League. So I think that's crazy.
Maybe there is a weighting element to it, and then they've considered it, and still because of the finish.
I think that's crazy.
Probably like seedings.
Yeah, maybe.
Or something.
What about you, Don? What are you thinking about this?
I think the formula to do it is just wrong. Like they've said, correct me if I'm wrong, the guy had to sell his shares by March, and he missed the deadline. Nobody in March said Palace are going to win an FA Cup. Like it's just not realistic. If that makes sense. And things have come to happen in May, so it's just like, okay, let me just do what I need to do now. I think that would have been fair if he was willing to get rid of it. Why can't he do it in May, or why can't they agree in March? If this happens in May, we're gonna allow you. And I think it's out of order, because then what would have happened 9 times out of 10? He sells and then he's out the game.
But then couldn't he do that old chestnut that they seem to all be doing, where they put it into the blind trust? The blind they sell their shares into the blind trust, so that way they're not getting any like operative or
saying that they're not in power. Or
exactly
like that. Yeah. I mean,
selling someone else's name or select someone like a close member.
Because it's about control. It's about control.
That's what Maranatha
shouldn't have any decision making. So yeah, you can do it, but it's like it just wasn't realistic. I just think like they should have allowed an extension for an extenuating circumstance. But unfortunately, looking at it from the other side of things, when you actually think about it, the rules are the rules.
Yeah.
So Forest are looking like, wait, this is the rules. So imagine, like, I don't know, Champions League means a lot to Arsenal or something like that. We're going to get in, but only if they kick out this other team who broke the rules. It's just like, kick them out, innit? Because they broke the rules. Rules are rules. So that's the way Forest are looking at it. It's just that, we should be in. You know what it was. So I think it was a difficult position for both sides to.
I do think Forest deserve Europa League football though, just based on their league form as well.
Based on their league form, I hear that. I hear that. Yeah, they were quality for.
They were, but I'm
winning the FA Cup. You deserve.
They won the FA Cup.
Definitely.
But I think, I'm not sure, man.
I don't think Palace cared about when they won the FA Cup. I don't think they thought, oh my God, we're going.
I agree.
But at the same time, if that's the reward for the cup, then
sorry, hang on, just a little pushback. You said bread and butter's league. Bread and butter's trophies, bro.
Facts.
It's trophies, bro. It has to be trophies.
Trophies first.
At the end of the day, because unless you finish first, bro, nobody cares, bro.
Bro, but you got to remember, you're talking Arsenal logic.
I didn't want to.
You got to remember, bro. You got to remember.
I would have said that.
You got to remember.
Let me talk.
It's first day. Is it?
You got to
Okay, all right.
You got to remember, bro.
Why were you complaining last season? Last 2 seasons. Why have you complained?
Complained?
Yeah, what have you complained about last 2 seasons? Have you been happy?
Happy is
Don's
probably-
asking a Manchester United fan.
Happy is probably the.
No, but we said
Just for
it's
clarity,
we
yeah.
said it's the So have you been
So
happy?
So last season I was upset because obviously we got to the final, we didn't win it. The season before that, I was
happy.
I was happy at the end. Yeah, I was happy at the end when we won the FA
So
Cup.
you're just that. If you had a season like that all the time, you're calm.
No, absolutely not.
No,
Absolutely
no,
not.
So why not then?
But the cups are.
Can we just answer the why not?
No, I'll answer that. Yeah.
Why not?
He's
Because our
asking
league
why
performance was bad. It was terrible.
No, but
It's not the bread and butter.
No, but hang on. Two things.
How
can be
can
true,
league?
yeah?
How can league?
No, two things
Huh?
can be true because you can be like a happy housewife but still create problems in your relationship. It happens, bro. Like
Oh.
you know,
Are you
because
gonna need to break that one
Bro,
down
so-
for
yeah,
the
yeah,
viewers?
yeah,
still?
of course.
Land that plane.
Pause. Before I say this, pause. Yeah.
Why do we need to have this? Alright, go on.
It strives
Kept
in
it
somebody's. It strives in somebody's
Pause.
husband, and he's bringing in 500k. a year,
Somebody's
yeah?
what husband?
Like life is happy, but then your wife is gonna start complaining about all these things. Like, bro, why are you not spending time with me? Because I'm making money for you. Why are you not doing well in the league? Because I'm winning cups for you, bro. You're gonna complain about.
That's not why they're not doing well in the league, though.
Come on, man. That's what Ange
What's
said.
going on here,
That's what
man?
Ange said. That's what Ange said, bro.
What's going on here?
That's
And he
But
got
Ange is gone,
and he
so
got-
that's
and he
my
got
point.
sacked for that.
That's my
point is that.
point.
No, but
You
we,
remember Ange winning the Europa League, the
Huh?
first guy to do it for Spurs, the second guy to do it for Spurs.
to be fair, we got to find a balance though.
Yeah.
I mean, finishing. What did you
Hold on.
finish?
All right, go on. I'll let you finish.
Yeah.
15th, right? You got to find a balance between obviously league position and trophies. Like 15th is atrocious. That's
Yeah,
like
it's
underachieving.
Nothing.
But if you finish like, remember when we won the Champions League 2005? We finished 5th. Do
Yeah.
you think? Do
And
you think
Everton-
we
Everton
was?
got-
Champions League's an exception. I will say that.
It's
No.
an
Okay, but that's the balance you're referring to, right?
Fair.
You got to find a balance between.
So what we
yeah.
talk? Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
That one. Yeah. I can't even argue back against that. But when you're winning League Cup and Europa League, nah, not for me. Not if you're a big club.
Not for me.
Huh?
Not for
Not
me
for me.
either.
Huh?
Not for me either.
Not for us.
Yeah.
What?
The only reason.
Not even for Manchester United. I don't even know why we're even saying but.
Yeah, bruv, this is what I'm saying,
The
bruv.
only reason
That's
I hear
crazy.
what you're saying is obviously the league obviously happens for an extended period of the season kind of thing, innit? And if you're not doing well in that,
Yeah.
more likely than not, you're stressed for a whole season. But if you just
Yeah,
took a
no,
snapshot,
What?
took a snapshot of the season at the end of it and concluded what
I
you
just-
won.
I
You
just-
studied accounting, innit?
No,
You know, sometimes you have to write shit off.
No.
Bruv,
Let me
you
just
have to
say,
write
I
shit
think,
off, bro.
but I think this is where like some United fans just fake it, like
Yeah.
that's why because like there's
I'm so happy.
there's no which you're saying, but there's no way like you're upset 95% of the time. You spam a League Cup. The League Cup's in February, you know. These guys were dancing and stuff like that.
Dancing, that's not true. The only reason why.
Marlon.
The only reason why was.
So you remember when Martinez Ten Hag?
Hold on. The only reason
Martinez
why I
was
was
doing the
happy.
little.
The only reason why I was happy, I'm on record as saying as to why I'm happy is that it allows me to stay in the conversation of banter. Because if
Yeah.
you haven't won anything, I can't say nothing. But when
Let
we
me tell
do
you-
win
let me tell you
something,
what that is.
I can speak to you, man,
Let me tell you
that
what
are
that is.
talking smack, that haven't won anything.
No, you can't talk to us.
Why
bro.
not?
You've not been able to talk to us.
You can't talk to us.
yeah.
No, let me tell you why they can't
Let's
talk.
be real. Let's be real.
Everyone's talking.
Let me tell you. Hold on. Let me tell you why he knows he can't talk. Because you're doing it for banter reasons. You know you can't. Even when I try to talk to Marlon about football, he says, "Go and listen to my pod." That's what he says to me. That's why I've come here today. That's why I'm here today. I said, I'm waiting for this moment. That's why I've come here today. He doesn't want to answer the question. Oh, now, were you happy in 2023? Let's start from there.
In
Nah,
the
I'm
United
playing.
group, so I wasn't happy. But when I was,
Of course
when I
not.
was
That's what I'm
talking to the
saying.
Arsenal man
Because it
then,
doesn't matter.
happy, innit?
But the thing is, if you're Newcastle, cool, I get that. Because Newcastle, no digs, apologies, Ella. But yeah, Newcastle, that's a big deal for them. Man United, I know, no matter what anyone tells me, you are unhappy. I know it.
No, 100%.
I know it. So that's why the banter.
For
yeah,
sure, they're
probably.
unhappy, but you can still find happiness in that situation. Is my point.
For a minute.
Yeah,
For a
it's
minute, bro.
momentary.
It
which is what
depends on how-
Don's
Yeah,
point is it's momentary.
Yeah, it is momentary.
Yeah, of
Yeah.
course.
One night sleep.
Yeah, no, but then on the flip side, it's like
Bro, like
we're finishing
like
second,
I'm
it's
not.
like,
I don't want to take it dark, but
Yeah, yeah.
people have like obviously there's the suicide rates.
Oh,
They've been-
shut up.
Been happy. They've been
Ah,
and there's a lot of the reports, bro.
Spiked in
bruv,
Manchester.
where did you get this from? Reddit, bruv.
Have you read some of the reports? So when
Man United fans are topping themselves. or what?
No, I'm just saying, like in general, like before you go, when you make that decision, are happy the day before or whatnot. You can find momentary happiness, but it doesn't necessarily mean overall, bro, the outcome.
For sure, man. But then it's like when we spoke to you last season, you were saying, you know what, we should be going for the League Cup. So
Yeah.
so like it's like it is a balance, as Don was saying. It's a balance, isn't it? But obviously, I wouldn't want your balance, and I wouldn't want your balance. But somewhere in between you two,
I can
is
accept
where-
that.
And Man United fans don't start the season saying, "Oh, are we going to be happy for winning a League Cup or the FA Cup?" It's a
Oh,
consequence.
you said you're going to win the league last season.
No, it was the season before, man. It was the season before. Not that it doesn't make any less crazy. It was the season before.
You know what? Yeah. So let's touch real brief, yeah, because I mean it was just preseason games, but more so just to like I want to get Don's opinion on what you thought of Arsenal. Obviously, we go on different tours, blah blah blah, and then we've been competing in the Emirates Cup. We had that performance against, was it Villarreal, and then obviously we've gone on and we've played Atletico Bilbao of Athletic Bilbao.
Athletic, yeah.
Yeah, Bilbao. Did you watch the game or did you catch?
I watched it. Yeah, I watched enough extended highlights. I went to the Villarreal.
Oh yes,
Villarreal game.
you were there. So obviously, from what you saw, and how are you feeling about Arsenal? Obviously, Arsenal's done some business this season. Arsenal's obviously signed Noni Madueke. We've signed Zubimendi, Gyökeres, Mosquera. We've extended deals of some of our young boys. I don't know if I've forgotten anybody. Oh yeah, Norgard. We've signed. So it's been an active window. What's your thoughts on the window? So
The window, the window. Let's see how it ends. But the window at the moment now is say it's like a 6.
yeah, okay,
I say it's a 6.
Oh,
Out of 10. Out of 10.
yeah.
But I don't think 6 is bad. 6 is just like
Average.
yeah.
Do you think that's harsh?
Huh?
Don't you think that's a bit
No, the
harsh?
reason. So there's a couple of reasons for that as well. I think the very good parts. First of all, I think we've addressed a few issues. The goalkeeper issue, which we caused ourselves. But anyway, that's another combo.
Mhm.
Goalkeeper issue we've addressed. We did have a bit of a centre back sort of backup issue or rotating player. I think we've sorted that out. I think they've dealt with players who maybe just weren't pulling their weight, like a Tomiyasu. They've agreed something there so that they can let him go, sorted it out. Zubimendi, quality signing. Like I think this guy is going to be like a revelation in the team. I'm not boasting about him too much, but honestly, even watching him, I know it's pre-season, he's quality.
Yeah,
Like
he's quality, man.
He's actually and he's a better tackler than people think. People think he's this 1-touch, 2-touch Spanish player, doesn't want to get stuck in. He'll get stuck in. He wins tackles. He's like people were saying Jorginho, but Jorginho went athletic like that.
No.
Like he's very athletic.
The weird thing about him, he'll get in and it looks like a foul, but you see the brother who he's tackled moves unscathed and he's just got the ball.
Yeah.
And
He's
it's crazy.
very good. So I was happy with that. Norgard's, and like I say, if I'm looking at it from a point of view of Partey and Jorginho out, Norgard, Zubimendi in, that's great business for me. I'm happy with that personally.
you wasn't really a fan of Jorginho, were you?
No.
Yeah.
No, not at all. But Jorginho was a voice. Great for young players. He's very intellectual. Like, his football brain's probably advanced compared to most. So good player to have in the squad, but you can't use him because he has no legs.
Yeah.
So it's not really useful when you're chasing something. Say we're talking about Curtis Jones. You can use it. Like we can't use Jorginho.
Yeah.
Attacking was our issue though, and for me, I said like we needed players in pre-season. We kind of just about got Gyökeres there. Sort of like merry-go-rounds trying to get Sesko. Then we've gone through Gyökeres, but we've got someone, so that's I can't complain too much.
Are you happy with Gyökeres?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. But the reason why I'm happy with Gyökeres is because like it might seem like he's a bit different to what an Arsenal player would be. I think that's what we need though.
Yeah.
We need different players, and that's another reason why I'd want Eze. So like I said, we've got Madueke, and aside for the fact I just can't stand this Chelsea shopping thing, that gets me every time. But when you look at it, if he is going to be a squad player, it's not a bad signing. I think the issue just comes into it where if we don't sign someone like Eze and they start saying it's because you know what, we can't afford that. It's just like
then you're gonna
it's just like so we got Madueke. Like we kind of need someone that can play wings and centrally as well. And I think that's the Eze profile. And Eze is different to what he got. Like Madueke, I've got a bit of confidence in him. Like I think he won't be terrible. Bear in mind we had Sterling last season, so he's not going to be terrible. And I'd say Sterling's terrible. I like Sterling, but that's just what it was.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's not going to be a Saka, but even to just be in between, I think that will be okay. I think we'll forget the money.
Would he be an uplift on Martinelli and Trossard if he's deployed on the left?
I think it's debatable. The reason why is because it might appear like that when you've got Gyökeres running in the box, just trying to attack everything moving. It might appear like that. But I actually like Trossard personally. Martinelli's good. I don't think. How can I put it with Martinelli? He's not great at dribbling, taking on his man. I don't think, but he has other skill. I think he makes very good runs. I think he's good off the ball, makes runs. His work rate is good. Would I want to, if we was to sell him and get someone better, then yeah, I support Arsenal. I'm not player FC. So get rid, sell if it improves the team. Yeah, I don't mind. But I think the window's been good. But I just think could have got, if I'm being critical, maybe a couple players a bit earlier. Madueke and Gyökeres maybe, because our attacking is our issue, and we still need another attacker. And I'm looking at other clubs as well. Like people always say, "Oh, look at your own club," and that's what you should focus on. But in any thing of life, let's just say even if it's in business or whatever, you have to look at your competitors. I have to look outside and see what are you doing? You're Liverpool. But yeah, City. I'm thinking like, what are you doing? These guys are signing players, and now obviously for Liverpool, yeah, I get what you're saying about you're not signing the things you want. But at first, I was like, boy, I've always said, and I said to you, I'm analysing it as it goes along.
Yeah.
I'm like, boy, yeah, Liverpool. And the thing is, not just you're getting players, you're getting them in early.
Yeah.
So when they started the season, these guys were confident. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Frimpong's looking confident. Kirke's looking confident. They played in your team. Wirtz looking confident. Ekatiké's come, obviously, similar times to Gyökeres. So he's even looking good, and he's only just got there. But, yeah, and I think now I'm looking at them, I'm looking at City. And I think for us to win it, I don't think we need two things. The players, but we also needed Arteta to change certain things, and I think he can only be forced to do it with players. And I think Eze is one, Gyökeres is the other one.
What would you say to like someone that would say to you, okay, cool, so Arsenal's gone in and got like Gyökeres and Madueke, and I enjoyed your breakdown of the window. I think it was very fair. I think it was very balanced. Some people might turn around and say, but Isak is prem proven, seems like tailor fitted for a team like Arsenal, and then you've got Rodrigo, who is at Real Madrid, seems to be shifted out. Seems that he could be like the perfect upgrade on the left. What would you say for those that would say, okay, there's those two there, are Arsenal showing a lack of ambition and going for or spending a 55 mil on Gyökeres and 45 plus the add-ons for Madueke, when those two are there? Like, are Arsenal still cutting corners, or would you still say no?
No, I think they're cutting corners. And the reason why I'd say it, well, like I said, we haven't got an Eze type in or Rodrigo in. The reason why I say it is because I remember, I don't know if this is a great example, but you let me know, but when, say, like Arsenal had done their business early, this isn't going back to Wenger days, he'd always be like, well, we think we're okay, but if this type of player becomes available, we're in the market. I'm saying certain types of players are there. So let's go and show ambition and go and get them. But they're clearly gonna help. If you have to ship somebody out to do it, you make it happen. Other clubs are doing it. For some reason, we can't sell anyone for a decent amount of money. It's just crazy to me. So I'm thinking other clubs are doing it. They're selling, they're buying. If you've got to sell someone, even if you rate him, to go and better the team, then go and do it. I think if that player is available, you go and get it. So for me, someone like that type of profile, game changer player, Maverick, has to come in, whether it's Eze. If we got Rodrigo, I'd be delighted as well. I mean, I watch Real Madrid a lot, so I rate him. I know people will start saying, oh, he only scored X amount of goals. Like, I watch, as well.
I rate him.
I watch all the Real Madrid games. Like, he's impactful. And I think that's, for me, what it's about, impact. That's why I'm not too mad at Madueke. If Madueke will make an impact in games, he's very direct, and he can run past you. So, he might not get crazy numbers, but he's impactful. It makes people think differently. I've got to now be in my position. Maybe Odegaard's got more space, or it affects games. So
where would you play Rodrigo on the left? Yeah,
and he can also play right as well. He can rotate. Not say you would play him up top, but obviously he could rotate in those positions. But yeah, I think we're lacking that another ambitious signing. Gyökeres shows some ambition.
How do you think it all culminate?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
How does it all culminate? So obviously hearing your breakdown now, going to the games that you watched, the signings, the way you broke it down. Now you're watching it on the pitch. Obviously, you went to the Emirates. You saw Villarreal. It wasn't the most inspiring, if I do say so myself. But obviously, I'll let you.
I'll be real. I weren't happy. I'll say off the cuff. Not because I think it's because I don't care about the result. We lost, but that wasn't it for me. And I had this. It's a shame that obviously Della's not here. But I had this debate with him. I didn't even get to finish it in a group we're in. And I was saying, for me, it wasn't even a case of you have to win, or I'm expecting a finished article. And yeah, we've got to be zipping the ball around the pitch, scoring 5 goals. It was more that I'm just not seeing us using our weapon, trying to use a weapon.
Yeah.
Like, if you sign Wirtz, you just sign Wirtz. So you sign Mbeumo, Cunha. Like, I'm sort of slightly saying, get the ball to Wirtz. And my example and my thing was, I didn't think Gyökeres needs to pass the ball to him early. Let him create a nuisance. He's a havoc type. He creates chaos. He's that sort of player. Like, get the ball to him early. And I think like Arsenal do this thing. I'm sure you watch Arsenal. They will pass it sideways a lot. They'll go back. They'll go there. They'll go back. And then you're giving it to Gyökeres, and then it's looking like sometimes he might not hold the ball. He's not doing much. But if you give it to him early, there's a couple of times he's just glided past this guy.
Yeah.
You give it to him early. Let him run one-on-one. He's gliding past the guy, and he might get a shot off, or he's getting a cut back. He looks good.
He did that a lot against, a few times.
Athletic. Exactly.
So
the Villarreal guy, I called. That's where I was having a debate with Delo. Called it out, and I was like, it's not about him, like us doing it. It's just about trying.
Yeah.
And when they tried against Athletic, you could see, like it was happening. So that was my issue. I think it's just the lack of trying. I don't think you need like, let's get 6 months worth of training and then let's see what happens. Let's wait until next season. Gyökeres is here because he's ready now. Otherwise, there's no point. I'm not trying to hear. Let's wait that January he'll be settled. Like, and I think he knows. I think he believes it, which is more important. He's mental strong. He believes it. I'm ready to see him go now. So let's pass to him. Let's let him get his thing. But it improved from Villarreal to Athletic. It improved. Hopefully, obviously, in a real game, we can continue the patterns of play. But
opening game of the season against United, would you start him, or would you do what Della's suggesting and start Havertz?
I think you start him because United play. United love attacking. They can go on if you catch them on a transition, you could go forward quite a lot with Gyökeres. I think if he started Havertz though, I wouldn't complain personally.
Sorry, why would you start Havertz?
It's just you have to ask Della, but he's not here.
You know how like Klopp used to waited like about 3 to 6 months for Fabinho to get used to the system and all that kind of stuff. He's thinking that Arteta's a bit reliant on Havertz and he trusts Havertz, so he's gonna start him and then bring on Gyökeres.
Gyökeres is 27, bro. He's been scoring goals. He's ready.
I think it's just with familiarity with.
I think that's
the level of the game as well in the Premier League.
It feels maybe like
I understand.
I think he would. That's bottling it for me, man. I think you just need to.
I think so too. I think so too. Start him.
Stop protect. That's just pure protection.
Unless he's not fit. I don't know, but. Maybe that's the thing, but I don't know. I'm agree with you.
He's ready, man.
If Jota was still here and we just signed Ekitike, would you want to start Ekitike straight away, or would you think maybe obviously like
one Ekitike,
an established attacker, but let's just pretend that he's
who's your first game? Who's your first game now?
Man United. This is Man United as well.
You're Bournemouth.
What?
No, I'm just saying
if you were playing Man United. Oh, okay.
I wouldn't have a problem with starting Ekitike, but he is young. He's still up and coming. He still needs to find himself. So it's a bit different to Gyökeres, who's more or less in the prime of his career. Like, he's ready. He's ready. Throw him in. Like,
I wonder why you guys always tend to say that when Ekitike is coming off a really good season in a much better league, at least by reputation wise.
But he's still a young player, bro. He's still he's not even capped for France yet. He's still finding himself. Like Gyökeres, at that same age, he was playing Carabao Cup games for Brighton, bro. So I feel like you just need to give him time to just, settle in.
Ekitike is probably further along then by that same comparison.
Yeah, for sure, man. But remember, like, it's just my opinion of Ekitike and what Gyökeres has said himself is that their game is completely different. One of them is...
But does the money that you're buying these players for indicate the value and the trust that you put in them?
I don't
Surely
think so.
It does have it.
No, sorry. In terms of trust, but what are you trusting him to do? That's the only thing, because you can pay 90 million to trust him to do a Firmino role, or you can do 90 million to trust him to be a Gary Goals.
It's all subjective as well.
Yeah. So that's.
I think the question is, would you start him though?
I think if he scored like 20 plus goals in 40 odd games last season, I think you're paying that money for his.
I didn't see those stats that you were talking about. I don't know if
he scored 19.
No, I'm talking all competitions.
No, all competitions. He didn't score.
He scored 19 and 47.
No, it was more. It was 20 plus, bro.
I need to double check that. I'm pretty sure it was 19 or 47. I'm not gonna lie.
But my point is that I think the difference in profile is that. Sorry, this is not to answer that question, but when he's talking about age, I think there's a difference in age and in attacking profiles.
I got you. All right, so Marley
I also
Mark.
think we're buying. Sorry to cut you off. I also think we're buying potential as well.
Yeah,
No, of course, and there's credence in that as well. Marley Mark, obviously United. United's had a good window, if I do say so.
Yeah, it's been a
I
nice
don't know if Don Ray's agreeing with me. I can see,
don't think?
as I see,
Okay.
his face is screwed up. I think
I'll let you talk. Sorry.
I just because I said the comment, but I think they've had a good window just because I think if Mbomo, Cunha, and Sesko were coming to Arsenal, I think we'd be saying we had a good window. Yeah.
Same.
And I think where Manchester United are and being fifth, where they were 15th, I think it's even more impressive at where they are. They've been able to attract those players. If you want to interject.
So I just want to say, just to consider it before, and I'm not even saying this on a banter thing, but I just think United have got issues at wing back position and centre mid. I think those were those issues. The way Amorim's system is, they get their wing backs in such good positions. It's similar to Crystal Palace yesterday with Munoz. You get in such good positions, and then nothing happens. Dorgu's end product. It's not his fault.
I like him though.
Yeah,
No, he's good. Exactly.
You like him defensively or attacking?
Defensively, he can do better. He can do better offensively, but I like him. I like his profile.
Do you know what Dorgu's like? Dorgu's like a Valencia in the sense that if he has a really good game, he can get you a goal, but he can also have a pretty solid defensive performance as well. And he's
usually a solid.
And he's really athletic as well. Like that matters in a Ruben system where you're supposed to be going
definitely
up and down, up and down, up and down.
You guys needed, so for example, Frimpong would have been really good for you. Like Frimpong and Kirkes are signs. I think Man United, obviously, you both needed sort of those bombing on type fullback, wing back type things, and I think Liverpool got them quick. I just think it's about the window. The reason why I say it's poor, it's not even because of my Man United hate. It's just it's below a 6.
Because
of not addressing the areas that you should. I feel like you've over
Mitch was
addressed
saying that in an episode or two.
No, but they needed a striker though, and they needed a winger. I think Cunha, that was a bonus, but I think they definitely needed a striker, and I think they definitely needed.
You got 3 of them. You got 3 of them. You're only playing one game a week.
What do you mean 3 what? Sorry, 3 attackers.
3 attackers,
But they're all going to play. They're actually all going to play. Like, so Garnacho's out. Hoyland's obviously out. We've got Anthony. Looks like he's going to.
Hoyland's not. Is Hoyland out?
No, he's out. He's out, man.
What do you
They've said to him,
surplus requirement.
They're trying to loan him, right? They're trying to loan him out,
Yeah,
right?
trying to loan him with the option to AC Milan.
That's quite impressive how cutthroat you're being with him.
No one's bought him.
But I'm just for the fact that that's the intention. Just for the fact that that's the intention, because I mean, I reckon at Arsenal we would.
No, this is Alex Cook doing PR on their behalf, bro.
Apparently, sure, because this is why I say like Ineos needed time because. Barada, for instance, when he first when he landed, he said that his approach to players is that players have 2 years to prove themselves, and if the 2 years come and they're not doing the business, then they've got to go. This is Hoyland's second year, so if he's offloaded now, it's in line with
what year is it for Casemiro?
Casemiro's second year as well, but obviously Casemiro.
I think it's his 3rd year, right?
It's
going to be his 3rd year, but obviously he's on 350. That doesn't apply.
Oh yeah.
we can't shift those guys. Just like Rashford, we struggled to actually shift him, but we managed to get a good deal where Barcelona are paying him all of his wages, so it's actually off our books.
Where do you think you're gonna? Do you think you need to address the goalkeeping issue though?
So. It's a little bit like our window is close to being a perfect window for me. Because, wait, hold on, because if we get Baleba, obviously Baleba.
You said this last season, by the way.
Perfect.
Almost
No, I said we had a good window. And I still think
you said it's close to being a perfect window. You even graded it an 8 out of 10.
Close, but them guys had a lot of injuries, man. Anyway, if we get Baleba, that addresses a massive issue that we've had for seasons in midfield, and we're also apparently linked with Donnarumma, who's also surplus to requirements.
I just read. I was just about to say. I read.
So
you got to watch out for Chelsea as well. Just like with obviously that's the only Achilles heel in Chelsea.
Of course. So there's him, and I think there's a guy from either Anderlecht or Club Brugge that we're linked with. That's meant to be a younger profile goalkeeper. That's actually really good as well. But I say all that to say, our window is is decent so far, and it looks like if we're addressing the issues that I agree with, midfielder and goalkeeper was my main issues. So goalkeeper was my main issue, but striker as well. If we address those with decent quality players, Blaber's fantastic quality. If we can get him in,
I agree.
fantastic. And then Donnarumma as well. If we can get him in, we've done a.
I would say that if they can get those
That's
two
the best.
players,
I think that's the best.
I would say
It
yeah.
might.
I would
Yeah,
say
now you've explained it. I get what you're saying. I don't think you'll get all of them, but if you did, I agree. But what I would say then, what are we saying about Amram then? What's the expectation? Because Amram, you Man United aren't a team that the squad is not a 15th place squad.
No, I agree.
Like-
Agreed. But also, I remember half of that is in Ten Hag as well. So this is his first.
Doesn't matter.
one quarter.
Quarter.
Guess what? It doesn't matter.
Managers manage.
It doesn't matter, bro.
Managers have to manage.
I agree. So what I agree with is
You know what?
at the minute.
Don't answer what you think his expectation is there, because I'm gonna ask that.
Come back,
I'm
yeah.
gonna come back
So
to that.
what I was gonna say, and similar to the end of last season, like at the minute, like Ruben, I haven't got any stocks in Ruben at the minute. Like if we was to get rid of him or keep him, at the minute he hasn't shown me enough to suggest that, all right, this is the guy that I want to keep. But what I do like about him is that when I hear him speak, he's verbalizing what the issues are and what the issues I can see as well pretty accurately, and he's verbalizing solutions to the problem. Now it's just a case of he has to incorporate the solutions in reality. And what I've seen during preseason, obviously you can't take too much from preseason, but you can take a little bit. Like we've looked visibly like a lot better, like to the point where first game of the season against you guys,
I was just gonna.
I'm confident. Like I'm actually
for a win or
no,
for a win.
for a win. I don't think we're gonna lose. It's either going to be a win or a draw.
I will say this. That's not the way Man United and Arsenal. That thing is, I don't know if you can call it a rivalry, but
But you don't think Man United and Arsenal got a rivalry?
not well. What would you?
That would be disingenuous.
Huh?
We have definitely have.
No, because remember we looked at the definition of a rival. That sorry, Matt, go on.
Yeah.
So it's when like teams are competing for similar honours, and then obviously so you're competing for the same thing. So I don't know what we're
who's
competing
your
for.
rival then? If you don't,
Maybe FA Cup rivals, but yeah.
who do you think is
It's got to be Man City and Liverpool as their rivals.
okay? What in it? Okay, all right.
That's what I'm surprised you saw
You know,
Palace because they're your
historic rivals.
Yeah.
but
Okay.
Not
Yes.
for honours.
So who would Man United's rival be right now? Then?
Palace.
It's got to be Newcastle. and Palace. It has to be.
Hold on, what's going on there?
But this is good because, as I said, I'm actually confident in what Man United.
United and Arsenal are rivals. They are.
Based on-
These are trolls. These are trolls.
Yeah.
No.
They're rivals, man.
Oh, let him answer. Let him answer.
You're still regarding Manchester United
Let him answer.
rivals today.
No, based
they're
on
rivals,
based
man.
on
What have you competed with?
Nah, let me
Man City and
Google.
Arsenal for? Like you
Google,
competed.
Yeah, but
with
there's two types of right. No, but
What have Arsenal won?
there's two
No,
types of
but
rivals.
Arsenal are competing for stuff. That's
No,
what.
but there's
Competing for the league. That's it.
You said rivals competing.
there's
What
two
you
types of rivalries, though, bro.
Yeah, there's historic
yeah.
rivalry here. Them
Yeah.
and Arsenal. Like obviously, I posted that video of you lot beefing Kieran and Vieira and them time. That's a rivalry.
Shall I read it out for you guys, yeah?
Go on.
Yeah, go for it.
What do you
Rival,
think, first of all?
dictionary.
Okay.
Dictionary definition. A person or thing competing with another for the same objective or for superiority in the same field of activity.
Well, then the last part.
So then that's like saying Tottenham.
Then
and
everyone's
Arsenal
our
are
rival
rivals. You're rivals.
Everyone's our rival.
Yeah. You're a type of. You're a type of.
Yeah, so
rival.
there's nuances in context
Yeah,
to rivalry. Tottenham and Arsenal, the rivalry is purely geographic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's Man United and Arsenal? It's historic.
No,
Historic,
so
yeah.
I think
Which is
what we're trying
bad blood.
to, I think we're just trying to say that we don't think that there's no rivalry any
No,
longer.
it's historic rivalry, bro. Because you lot gave them a tough time winning.
Yeah, and they won. Admittedly,
A win
that.
over Arsenal is one of the most satisfying wins of the season.
100%.
And a win over Man United is the same, right?
And a loss to Man United.
Not anymore.
Not
That's what I'm
As a
saying.
Liverpool fan, no win over Man United. Yeah.
We got that local thingy, but
Yeah.
for Arsenal,
okay,
fans,
To say Man United
I
and
don't care
Arsenal
about
are
that.
not.
So you say they're rubbed?
Huh?
You saying they're just rubbed?
And
Yeah, like,
you guys have said this.
No. Like, as in, we're not rivals in the current day, but I understand your argument in sense of
Of course
historically,
Of course not.
of course. Like when I'm looking forward to
past.
Arsenal versus Manchester United because of like back in our day when we
Yeah,
were
bro.
competing. That's
Yeah,
historic,
that's-
but in
but I
terms
said
of what it
historic.
means
in the
today,
past, yeah, historically,
yeah, but what it means today, I can't say
Present
that
tense, no.
a team that finished 15th is somebody.
We're not Premier League rivals, absolutely not. But in terms of like historical, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, but
like-
that's
the
but he's
point.
in the past though. That's what I'm saying. We used to be rivals.
okay. All right, we're in the past then. But
You're telling me. You're telling me.
Nah, you know, you reacted emotionally.
No, because
That's fair. That's fair.
But you know
That's
what
fair,
it-
bro.
so it is, it's silly because what's going to happen is we've done this with Newcastle, where I argued my point and you guys done this done this thing like
I was with you. Don't try it. I was
done
with
this
you.
thing like I'm crazy.
I was with you.
And then 2 weeks later, I'm looking like the guy with sense. So all I'm saying is this.
Hold on. But I even read the definition.
Right,
But you can't say.
Marley.
I don't care. I do
Marley,
not care.
I was with you on Newcastle, bro. I backed you, bro. But on this one, I'm saying I was with you, bro.
Okay.
I was with you, bro.
Alright,
That's what I'm saying.
You know, while you've got the mic, Jake, I was going to ask you because we've come onto this section, but it's cool. Like it was a natural progression. You see how obviously you sold Trent to Real Madrid. Would you have said that you sold Trent to a rival team?
European rival, yeah.
Definitely.
So yeah, like you said, context, European rival, 100.
Definitely.
But when I said that to Don, he laughed at me, bro. He laughed me out the room, bro.
Oh,
Because obviously they got what? They got how many? They got
Definitely.
15.
Let me
14.
explain.
They got 15.
So,
14. We got 6.
so yeah, obviously, the context will be
Yeah.
like if I was to have a second team or Spanish team, it's Real Madrid. I've watched them for years since like the original Galacticos days, you know, and Figo was signing and stuff like that. So there's more of a what you're saying is I can admit.
yeah.
We don't
I get what
compete
you're
on
saying.
on European.
Like it was more of a thing of you're small to us, isn't it?
Yeah,
We've got 15. Like you've
But
got, that's what,
my thing was more on the recent games between Real Madrid and Liverpool. They've been spanking us, innit? And like now you're gonna go to them to spank us.
But by definition, I'd be a hypocrite after reading that.
Yeah.
To say, So I agree with what you're saying.
Marley Marl, like back in the day when Manchester United were obviously in Europe and whatnot, would you have considered European teams as rivals?
Yeah, for sure, absolutely.
Definitely.
Absolutely, Man United are a massive club, man. Like historically, European wise as well. Like we're a massive club. We're
Don't remember that being a question, but
no, but I'm just saying we're in the because it feels like a loaded question. I feel like a lot of massive teams.
Yeah.
Like we played Barcelona, for instance, like two.
No, just take a deep breath.
Wait, hold on.
You're down, everything.
Nah, bro.
I've been there.
No, because I know strides, bro.
I was there.
It's loaded. But he didn't want to ask me the question.
It's not loaded though. He asked Joey the same thing, and he didn't.
All the tricks, bro. I know this.
sleight of hand.
Bro, I know it, bro. I know this. I know this guy, bro.
If it don't apply, it ain't fly.
I know this guy, bro. But anyway, and so for instance, like three seasons ago, we played PSG. PSG is a massive club. Like we were equal clubs at that moment in time.
Three.
Yeah, I think it was 3 seasons ago. 2 seasons ago, we played Barcelona. We clapped them up in the Europa League.
That was a good. That was.
But my point is like this is not long ago, bruv. So it can't just be because we finished 15th.
Why I said take a deep breath because actually I wasn't going with you. I was just genuinely asking because I think off air when Don was saying that obviously me and Don went out over the weekend and I was heated. Like instead of enjoying myself, there was good scenery around me, music's playing, and I'm arguing with fellow Arsenal fans who...
The views of those on the podcast are not of mine. Hey, man's gave me on a RICO charge, you know what? What's going on there?
As a senior, man, the aesthetics of the venue was really nice.
Hey.
But anyway, oh God. But yeah, I got into it with some fellow Arsenal fans who didn't consider Barcelona to be rivals to Arsenal, and I just wanted to basically like obviously float the question in the room because obviously my perspective was when we sold Thierry Henry to Barcelona, we sold them to a rival because at that time Arsenal were competing in Champions League very consistently. We'd just lost to them in the final. We obviously our mission objective is whether we're good at it or not is to try and win the Champions League. Your threat to that Champions League would be teams such as Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Barcelona. I consider them to be rivals, but I got kind of laughed out of the group to be considering Barcelona rivals, which made me start to wonder, like, how do certain fans?
As in Barcelona are the higher team and Arsenal are the lower team.
I think that was probably.
Is that what?
No. He weren't getting laughed at for that.
No. I think it's just for the fact that we just how can you call them rivals? Like,
yeah. Do you know what it is? I think. I think you might have said it like no, you might have said the league being bread and butter. You haven't won the league in so long, and I think that's what people measure it against. Obviously, you've done well in Europe last season, but previous to that, like.
But we also got to think of probability, and at the time they were one of the favourites to win the Champions League. They were
last season though.
Oh, you talking about last?
Oh,
I'm talking about Henri's
about,
time.
like 2006, 7, 8.
Talking about
Oh,
when-
okay.
like at that time, they were one of the best teams in Europe. So technically,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because I just didn't understand how, and so even though you thought it was loaded at it was actually loaded at those that are probably going to listen to the podcast.
Oh, okay.
Big you up, Messi.
You know, the same rivals in a similar sense to how Liverpool and Real Madrid are rivals, in my opinion.
Exactly.
Obviously, Barcelona have a bit more European success.
It's not a traditional rivalry.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I just didn't understand.
you say a bit more European success.
I'm being nice.
A bit,
I'm trying to be nice. Here,
bro.
brother.
Anyway,
That was a nice alley-oop.
Yeah, I'm trying to be nice.
bit. Just
We digress, but yeah. Anyway.
anyway.
All right. So look, quickly touching on the opening games of the season. Obviously, Arsenal, Manchester United, Marley Mar. You're saying you think
Man United win or draw.
I think that's sitting on the fence, bro.
you're sitting on the fence?
Nah, I think that's sitting on the fence.
Okay.
The reason why is because I don't think you're saying it based on what's happened in the summer or anything you see from Amorim.
No, it is.
Arsenal just have this thing with Man United. It's Old Trafford, right?
Yeah, no, not even that though. Like genuinely, it's based on.
In your worst days, did we pull up to Old Trafford and even win last year? In your worst days, we don't. So I think you can say that confidently. There's not wrong in saying it.
Okay.
But
I wasn't thinking about that. I'm thinking based on what I've seen preseason. Like
United should win then.
win or draw.
Yeah. So where's the draw coming into it? Because I think to Don's point is historically we don't really do well at Old
us
Trafford.
when you're bad.
But Arsenal are still a good team.
Yeah,
No, but we don't. But we don't do well
So
at
what are
Old
you
Trafford.
saying? Are you saying a draw or Arsenal win?
I say Old Trafford is just dodgy for Arsenal. It
Yeah,
has been
I
for a
agree.
long time. So I'm not even looking at that as a marker of, boy, if we flop there, this is a shambles. We've got this thing. We've been great, and we can't pull up at Old Trafford and do something. It's weird. I don't. We've pulled up at Etihad and done better. We've pulled up at Anfield and done better. We ain't won, but we've done better. You go to Man United, and these guys are just running like through the
I understand what you're saying.
It's hard to explain.
And
Maybe
I
it's
know-
a mental thing.
Yeah, I fully get what you're saying, and I feel like it's probably unfair that I'm going to turn around and say that's the reason why I want you to make a statement.
Yeah.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, so if you won that game,
you have to.
is
You
that
ha-
statement?
you have to go to Old Trafford, and I'm expecting you to
Because
go.
you got Glock 14.
Yeah, like remember, I'm saying that the striker's taken us to the next level, and I expect more business to be done, and you haven't done it yet. So for whatever reason, and everybody trusts Arteta, I don't, but everyone seems to trust this guy. You got to go to Old Trafford, and you've got to show why Manchester United finished 15th, and why the transfer business that they've done hasn't brought you to the level where Arsenal is, and that's what I'm expecting to see in the first game of the season.
So what are you saying then? Arsenal win.
I have to be.
Fair enough.
And Don, you didn't answer the question.
I'm expecting an Arsenal performance.
Hold on, wait.
Bro, that's weak, man. And you're getting onto him. You're getting onto him. That's weak, man.
You know what? I think because of the way United play, I still think Gyökeres should start. And I think he would get a goal. And I would like to think a win then. I also, and call this, I usually want to say line up, so I'm actually going to say win if I can get Calafiori started as well.
Is it over Skilly?
Yeah, just to start the game.
Okay.
Why is that?
I
Though?
wish.
Huh?
Why is that?
Just to I just think we should start a bit more solid. Like United are a team, they just press Arsenal. Calafiori is less likely to hold on to the ball. He'll just play it.
Oh, yes.
And I think you can get. I think he could get caught. That's United. They love it against us. It's weird, and they just break really quickly. Rashford's not there now, so maybe might change. But Cunha and Mbeumo maybe can't be slept on.
Mbeumo does
Mbeumo-
well against Arsenal.
Yeah, Mbeumo in particular.
And Cunha.
can't be slept on.
Mbeumo, by the way. Is
Mbeumo. All right,
Is that what you said?
my bad.
That's his name, yeah. Mbeumo.
No, I got to respect it. But yeah, so
It's
Mbeumo.
not correct, is it?
No, you're right. Mbeumo. So, but I would like to say if we're playing the team that we should play, Arsenal will win very marginally. It won't be convincing. It will be like by a goal.
Yeah.
If I don't see the team I like, I would take a draw. But the most important is performance.
Okay.
If we left there and we're just like you lost but you've done like you've played well, you just couldn't finish or something like that, I could take it and go to the next week.
I'm not sure I could, because I remember when that happened to us and we lost 3-1. We played really well and we lost 3-1 and I was steep.
What if you stink and win? Like 1-0.
Get the job done, man.
That's isn't that like a good signal though? For me, I take that as
You can't. We done that. We played like that last season at the beginning. Remember, like for like half.
I don't think you did though.
I was thinking.
I don't think.
I don't think-
Oh, Man United. No, not Man United in particular. But there was a lot of games. You see, Arsenal. A lot of Arsenal's games, like a lot of the game is maybe a 1-goal margin or a 0-0. And I've said that to you before. That's why when Arsenal get a decision against us, it hurts so much. Because that decision's happened when you've only got 1 goal in it. Or it's 0-0 or it's 1-1 or something like that. And it affects us. So whilst we do obviously play like a whole, we are the victors. Don't get me wrong. I think decisions, some of them are bad. But it's always when there's a 1-goal margin. When you've got the chance to kill the game, we haven't killed the game. And that's what I'm thinking Gyökeres can do. We can go 1-0 up against Man United. If you've got this guy on the pitch, now you've got to start attacking us. He's there running towards the goal. That's where I'm thinking now we might actually be able to kill games with this guy there. That's what I think we can do. So I would like, obviously I want to win. I think it will depend on how we play. If United do the whole thing again, let Arsenal have control, press them, attack, and then it might play into their hands. Which I don't want to do.
Cuff, Joey, Bournemouth, Liverpool opening game in the Premier League season. Champions, trying to retain your title. How you? Is at Anfield? How you guys doing against Bournemouth?
Yeah, Cuff. You go first.
I expect to win with our current squad. Bournemouth, they've lost players left, right, and centre as well. I just expect to win. I'm not optimistic though, but we have to.
You don't seem too optimistic.
No, I'm quite unhappy, with with what we're doing.
What are you unhappy about?
The squad is half done, and I think I'm unhappy mostly with Liverpool fans actually, because
Joey, you're unhappy.
A lot of Liverpool fans, like I'm reading on these things like I'm happy to go into the season with this squad. If we don't get Isak, then I'm happy with what we've got. I'm like, but we've lost 3 forwards. How can FSG are selling players left, right, and centre. No one's saying nothing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like no one's been like, all right, you sold this player. How are we replacing them? That's one thing that I can obviously commend Arteta for, is that, Partey went, Zubimendi's come in. He's even bought Norgard as well. He's bought cover for Saka and Madueke. He's bought the striker. Do you know what I'm saying? He's bought Mosquera as well. Like we've lost Nunes. We've lost Diaz. Chiesa is looking like he's going. We lost Jota. We sold Kwanzaa. We sold Tyler Morton. We sold Trent. Do you know what I'm saying? Like we've addressed a few areas. We've addressed the right back area. We've addressed the left back area, but we need defensive cover. We need another winger. Like, I'm hearing a lot of Liverpool fans saying, we've got Rio there. I don't want to put too much pressure on Rio yet. He's too young.
Are you worried about squad depth then? Because obviously you haven't really shopped. Like you haven't done your bargain bucket shopping that you normally do, where you go to like a championship tied and maybe get a gem from there, like a Robertson, like you done before. You kind of gone for the creme de la creme.
Nah, Robertson, he proved himself in the Premier League before he was in the Championship.
I know. But he wasn't. If I'm going to be fair though, he wasn't the player.
No, of course not.
That he reached at Liverpool. It's like when we signed Robertson.
Like him and Harry Maguire, they did a job for Hull before they got relegated.
Nobody was saying we signed. Like, you see how Kirkhead's come in, and I'm like, we signed arguably the best left back in the league last season. No one was saying that about Robertson. It was just do you know what I'm saying? And then he proved himself. But
is that not enough to kind of satisfy how you're feeling? Like, why are you so like?
Not at all. Squad depth is if we didn't have such a good start last season, I would say 100% we was the best team in the world for the first half of the season. If you looked at the second, the final third, we stunk. We dropped off. And if you look at the statistics, we was running less. And I think that's down to squad depth. I also think we was overusing players like Gravenberch. We was putting him in different positions. And I think, it was a lot down to squad depth. Slot not trusting the players on the bench coming on as well. So I think we need to address that issue. Diaz was an important player for us. How many goals was he?
The only thing about Diaz is that he stat padded in the first part of the season.
He did.
And then the rest of the season, he didn't really contribute much in terms of G&A. But obviously,
definitely,
what the game's about completely. But
definitely, but we haven't replaced that player profile. I mean, you said it earlier with Isak. He can sort of cover for 2 players. I think he's arguably the best striker in the league. So if we get Isak and we get a defender, then it's looking a bit different. We can play Katike, he can play off the left. I wouldn't mind Rio then integrating himself into the team after that, but I don't want it to be we have Rio and we have Gakpo and we're happy with that. And this is why I'm just like, I tear my hair out at Liverpool fans, and they're like, we're happy with this team, but we've only got 3 forwards.
Are you happy with the team, Joey?
Well, so the only pushback I'll give to Cuffy is that I don't blame FSG. I think FSG have said to Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes, "You man, do your thing." So that's the only pushback, because in my group they're gunning for FSG's neck, but it's like,
no, but they're penny pinching frauds though, because I'll
good
get
at
there.
business.
Yeah, because at the beginning of the season, so I firmly believe that they knew Trent was leaving.
Yeah,
That wasn't a decision that he made a couple months ago.
100%.
They knew that he was leaving at this season, so they would have known how Robertson was doing in terms of his running stats and everything like that. That he's sort of on the other side of his career now.
Sorry, so when you say FSG, who are you talking about? Are you talking about the guys who sign checks, or are you talking about
The money, we need these players.
They freed up the money, bro.
They freed up this season. They didn't free up last
this
season.
season.
Though. But we needed these players. We needed these players last season. Remember that. So what they're doing is essentially now we needed these players from last season, and now they're trying to throw it all this season.
Yeah,
it was a big risk that we done last season by not signing anyone.
100%.
Like-
But it paid off. So
This-
it's
that-
like when you
see,
go
that-
casino,
that's-
it pays off.
Yeah, but
you
this-
have to celebrate, bro. You have
Yeah,
to
but
celebrate. Even though
It did
I know,
pay off, though.
it's
It
a
did
bit
pay off.
of a-
He got a league title.
yeah, but it's a bit of we have to admit we were slightly fortunate last season that we didn't get any major injuries.
Yeah.
We got injuries here and there, and we coped with it. Like we lost Konate.
Trent.
Yeah, we lost Konate as well for a bit, and we managed to cope. But in the end of the day, I don't want to be going through seasons like that and living on edge. Where
I don't think they do either. That's why they've said to Richard Hughes and you lot, go out there and get that. But you have to.
No, but
they want to put a big chunk of that on Isak.
I don't.
So then when you were saying about the other players, that's why I thought a bit of pushback is you could probably get other attackers, but Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards have identified last February that they want Isak.
Let's wait to see if we get Isak though.
We probably won't, in my opinion.
We won't.
I don't think we will, because like Newcastle, I don't think you pay 150 million for Isak, bro.
I think certain players.
I think it's a lot.
I think it is a lot, but
And there's too much downside.
Yeah.
no, but I think there's upside though.
There is upside.
There's more. I think there's more
I
upside than
wouldn't say
downside.
too much.
Like,
I think the
150
injury.
million worth of downside, bro.
Yeah, I guess so.
But then I think there's more upside than downside, and the reason being is because
That means
I think
he's over 300 million worth, bro.
well for a start,
To say that, bro.
I mean, value is subjective, right? To the team. So like you look at Baleba, yeah, he won't be 100 million to Man City because they've got players like Rodri, they've got players like whoever who can fill in that position.
Yeah, of course.
But to Man United, they need a player like that. So 100 million, like it's subjective to each team.
Yeah, that's
150 million for Isak. We're talking about, how old is he? 25.
25.
We're talking about a player that would probably be in our team for the next 5 to 6 years. Yeah, we wouldn't need to look for another striker. Like he's guaranteed goals. He's prem proven. That's one area that can be covered. We don't need how much did we pay for Nunez?
60.
We've lost money on him. And how much did we sell him for?
68 million pounds.
You know, he likes.
When that closer to the
Yeah, you know, he likes it.
It was a bit high. It was
£1 million pounds.
like his add-on. Is that you didn't get it?
He does random currency
He
conversion.
didn't hit his add-ons. That's
He hit-
£68 million pounds.
Let's go in, right? Yeah.
Oh,
all right.
Random currency conversion.
Hold on, hold on.
The calculators are coming out.
Oh, hold on.
Hey, you gotta be sharp when it comes to this Joey guy.
The calculators are coming out.
Carry on.
That's my Encyclopedia Britannica. I'm just giving you the number that's on top of my head.
But what I'm saying with Nunez is that he's costed us money
Yeah.
because now we're at like 2-3 years.
We're at loss.
We're at a loss. We're looking for another striker. Isak. Well,
Was that right?
I just
Was he right?
What was the number?
Huh?
What's
was
the
he
number?
right?
Don't
Nah, AI is broken, bro.
wanna-
ChatGPT is down.
Joe, what are you saying though? Bournemouth, Liverpool.
Yeah, no, I think with the team we're going into the Premier League with on Friday night, we have a good team in it.
Yeah,
The squad,
yeah.
like Huffy said, 100% agree with him. It needs addressing in it. So
Definitely.
So
man.
like, if we want to win the Premier League, this squad isn't up to the standards, in my opinion,
Facts.
because we have to go on the assumption that everybody's going to be fully fit next season.
Right.
And if everybody's fully fit next season, our team's not the best. Our squad is not the best squad.
What you also got sorry to cut you off. What you also got to keep in mind is that it's AFCON year, right?
AFCON, yeah.
There you go. So we're gonna lose. We're gonna.
So Man United are losing.
Oh,
Yeah, we ain't used to that, so.
Premier League predictions. I'm gonna just quickly let's skim through it because we need to bring this one to.
I'm never gonna put Premier League. I'm never gonna put Liverpool top, bro. I'm never gonna put it because like I'm saying, there's. Just
I don't need your explanations. I just need your predictions.
All right, yeah, Arsenal to win this round, bro.
He doesn't mean it.
bro.
Why do I not mean it, bro? Like,
Listen.
Give me your top 8.
Fourth time lucky.
Give me your top
8, bro.
Yeah, give me your top 8.
That's a lot. Come on, man.
I got mine ready.
I don't even know 8 teams in the Premier League, bro.
Go ahead. Go, Marley.
I've got City first, Liverpool second, Chelsea third,
Oh, wow.
Arsenal fourth, Man United fifth, Newcastle sixth, Aston Villa seventh, Tottenham eighth, relegation, Burnley, Sunderland, Leeds.
Okay. Yeah.
Bro, Arsenal have to do it. Simple as that.
They always have
So,
to.
wait, so you're saying Arsenal to win. Have you got your top 8?
If I have to think at the top of my head, Arsenal first, City
Is this
second.
what you believe or what you say should?
No, Arsenal have to win it.
Yeah,
I agree
I
with
know
that.
you're saying Arsenal have to.
Yeah.
But what do you
Say
think?
that
What's your predictions?
Have to, yeah.
Arsenal, yeah.
That's genuine, yeah.
It's genuine.
Fair
We've
enough,
got the
okay.
best. I think right as things stand. By the way, so things could change in 2 weeks. But as things stand, I think like you've got the most balanced squad.
Yeah.
In terms of strength and depth, you've got the most balance. So I would say you first, City second, Chelsea third, Liverpool fourth.
Oh.
As things stand, by the way.
Liverpool fourth.
Liverpool fourth, man. Bro, one injury, bro.
Sorry, just to add to that as well. You remember we had that conversation yesterday, and you said this is slot squad now, isn't it?
Mm.
It's a different ball game now.
Yeah, no, I
It's
agree.
a
I
different
agree. with
ball game.
that.
Now this is all on your head.
I
This
agree
is
with
no
that.
Klopp or no, like Klopp has anointed you as the next guy to take over, and we're saying la 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 la. This is all you, bro. Now, so yeah.
But if all goes well, if we do get Isak and we do get Gahey, then I think we do it.
That's the thing. I don't think I think your squad is imbalanced in favor of attack.
Yeah.
So much so that I can't imagine that you're going to start. September 1st isn't going to come. That's going to be your squad. I feel like you're going to add more.
Has to be.
That's
Has to
my,
be.
my opinion.
So I don't believe that.
5th, 6th, 7th, 8th.
Fifth, United. I think they'll fall short. Sixth, dark horse is probably Tottenham. You know. Seventh, Forest, and I think Newcastle. As things stand, I think they're in trouble, man.
Yeah, I got mine, man. I got nice ones.
Have you thought about relegation candidates?
No, I haven't. Who's
They're all going down, bro.
You think
ones that are coming up?
One's coming up.
I think they're all going down, bro. I think.
You think a cheeky Everton can slip down there?
No, I think Everton will be okay. I think they'll be low, but they'll be all right. I think.
Didn't Everton have points deducted last season?
Yeah.
They came like 12th, 13th.
They've been surviving death for a long time, bro.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I've got mine still. Yeah, I believe Arsenal. I think Arsenal have a good squad. They've got the missing piece, and that missing piece for me should be between 20 and 25 goals, league goals, in my opinion.
Yeah, we've spoken on that.
Yeah. So I think Arsenal first. I think Man City, Liverpool second.
Okay.
Man City third, Chelsea fourth, Tottenham fifth. No, sorry. Newcastle fifth, Tottenham sixth, Man United seventh, and Everton eighth, because I think Nottingham Forest are going to struggle with Europe and Crystal Palace are going to struggle with Europe as well.
Okay.
Can I just ask, does that change for you if we get our targets?
Yeah, 100%.
And how?
So with our target, if we get a sack, that's more goals and more. If we get a centre back as well, like we're going to have fitter centre backs. So that will be us able to see out 1-0s and all that a lot more as well, man. So yeah.
You would say, given that, you would say first.
Yeah.
Just checking.
Same, by the way. I think if Man United get alhamdulillah, bruv. If we get Baleba, bruv.
Yeah, change. If you get Baleba,
what are you saying if you get Baleba?
We'll get
And Donnarumma.
Champions League spots, I think. At the minute, we're just outside them. But I genuinely think Man United are going to be decent this year. I think
Also, if Chelsea were to get Donnarumma and Chelsea were to get Guehi as well, it changes massively as well.
There you go, yeah.
Just as of today, sorry.
Funny enough, I didn't actually think about mine, even though I put it on the agenda. But I've kind of had mine in my mind for a while anyway. I think, I don't know why, but I just think City's going to win it. I just don't know that Pep's going to just lay down like 2 years in a row. I think he's going to come out with a vengeance. I think Arsenal will finish second again, ironically. I think Liverpool will fall just short. I don't know why. I've been looking at Liverpool and I just don't see Liverpool is going to win the Premier this season. I said it in the group. I wasn't even trolling.
No, but looking at them, it doesn't fill you with the most confidence. But it didn't either last season.
That's true.
So, yeah.
No, but last season, I thought you were going to think. I thought you were going to.
The only person I know in Europe, bro. That's
I thought, Liverpool. So I think Liverpool, again, business is still to be concluded. Fourth, I think Chelsea. I think Chelsea will do it.
Chelsea are going to be really good. Like their squad is just gelled, bro. And João Pedro just seems like he's ready, bro. Like and their problem last season.
Forgot about him.
Yeah, but they do have to also contend with other competitions, and I think there's just other factors that will play a part.
But their squad is so stupid. Like, for instance, like in conference, whatever it was last season, bruv, they had 2 squads, bruv.
Yeah.
This is the Premier League squad.
They're not going to be able to do that this time because they're playing in the Champions League now.
Yep.
Palmer's playing 2 a week.
Yeah. So then after Chelsea, who's that now? 5th. I actually think Manchester United. I think you guys should. I think you guys will be in the top 6.
We'll do. I think we'll do all right as well because we're only in the Premier League.
Yeah,
like, I think that's gonna.
I actually think Tottenham will do better. They've not been the greatest this pre-season, but I think Thomas Frank will figure it out. And then I think where are we now? 6th, 7th. No, what was it? 5th, 6th.
6.
Yeah, 6th. And then I think the Newcastle. No, Nottingham Forest. Then Newcastle.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah,
Champions League will drain them.
Yeah, that's what I think. And then my relegation is the same as yours actually, Burnley, Sunderland, and Leeds. Don, you thought of yours yet?
Yeah, I'm gonna go on the assumption. Well, first of all, I'm saying City, but my reason isn't even to do with their transfers. It's just because I rate Pep. I like Pep a lot. I do think his first season without a trophy in his career.
Yeah.
Like. Yeah, I think, he's been cooking since December when he decided to sign all those players. Like, I think he's got a plan and he's sticking to it. He's very strategic with it. So it's solely based on that. Like, some of the players they've signed before have had time to embed, like Marmoush, for example.
Yeah. So,
yeah, I think they're a big threat, and their main attribute is Pep. So for that reason, I'd say, going on an assumption Arsenal sign another attacker, quality attacker, preferably Eze. I'd say Arsenal could push them very close. But that, if we did get Eze, takes it from a 6 to an 8 for me in terms of window. Like, I'm happy with that. That's more than expected. Then I'd put Liverpool. Thinking about it now, part of maybe the points that these two have made as well. I'd put Liverpool after that, assuming that you don't get sort of those maybe players, or don't get Isak really. I'm assuming, I don't think you'll get him, so it's assuming that. Chelsea, maybe because I like what they're doing, but I think them playing a couple of games a week will hurt their bigger players, I think. So they might need a season just to get used to that. Then I think it's a toss-up, really. I can't really say. I think Man United will go 5th. Newcastle will end up around 6th, I think, simply because they're just going to beat up everyone that they can. And then, like, when it comes to maybe the bigger teams, they might get outplayed, but they'll beat who they should beat, I think, Newcastle. And then it's Spurs and Palace, I'd say.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's what I'd say.
What about your relegations?
Same 3 that are coming up.
Yeah.
I don't think Sunderland have bought players, don't get me wrong, but nah.
Yeah. I just think Sunderland might have an outsider chance in staying up, but especially with the players they've bought. But
the league is because I'll put it this way. The reason why I just say that quickly is because who do you pick to go down then?
Yeah.
Everton, Palace, Fulham.
Bournemouth might have a chance of going.
Bournemouth, who did they get rid of? They sold people?
They sold the guy to PSG.
Zabani.
Yes.
Maybe even Brentford, bro.
They lost Huyson.
Oh, Brentford. Brentford is up there.
Do you know what? Yeah, out of a Prem team.
They signed Dang, the one from Bournemouth. Achille Dangote or something like that.
Ooh, you're right. Brentford and Bournemouth could be
losing your manager is a big deal. You're changing your identity and your best player.
Your main centre back as well, bro.
If Whistle goes, and your captain
Oh
goes,
yeah, Huyson.
They lost Huyson as well.
Yeah. That's a good shout. Yeah,
Huyson, Kirkes, and what's his name?
Zabani,
Zabani, yeah.
Yes,
Norgard, and Boomer.
Newgarden, Boomer, and Wissa.
Potentially.
Norgard and Boomer and Frank. That's a
And with some
Wissa potentially. That's a hell of a combination.
And
Yeah.
and then you get the set piece coach as the manager, who's with no experience.
Is he the manager now?
Official.
Yeah.
Oh no, I did know that. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? I think at the very least, it's going to make for a more competitive Premier League all round at the top end and the bottom end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, based on last season as well, like the Premier League was mad competitive. Like, so I think it's gonna lean more into that this season as well. Like, I think it's gonna be we're gonna get a lot of upsets. I think.
Yeah, hopefully. Right. Normally we would go on to the Mount Rushmore, but we're gonna have to get you guys back on for that, man, because we're running out of time. Yeah. So we're gonna just go.
Bro, I need to hold someone in contempt right now, bro.
Yeah. I had a feeling this is gonna happen.
So the other about 2 months ago, you done this Mount.
Yeah, we had about Rushmore discussion.
and obviously, like, you all done your Mount Rushmores, and you heard the like common names and stuff like that. So I was like, all right, cool. And then it got to someone over here.
Who? Marlon. I think you said something wild. I'm trying to remember.
Yeah,
Wild. It was crazy.
Herrera.
Content, baby.
Herrera.
Content, baby.
Someone.
It's content,
Herrera?
baby.
You associated Herrera. What names? What was the names?
Andy Cole, Ronaldinho, Cristiano Ronaldo, and then Herrera.
And then Herrera. I just need that, please, just right now.
Nah, it was content, but there is obviously some truth.
There's no but, bro. There's no but.
That is.
I've been waiting to come here for a while.
Fineless.
Hey, listen, man.
Wow.
It did what it needed to do, man.
Label content.
It did what it needed to do. It did what it needed to do. But there's some truth in it. That Herrera was my guy, brother. I love.
So, but you would change him now, though, innit? Like, obviously, now
if I could. What do you mean?
Now that everyone's called you spineless and you're
No,
kind of
no. If we're being serious, it wouldn't obviously be Herrera.
Oh, so who would you put on it then instead of Herrera?
This is redemption time, bro.
Nah. Who would I pick? Nani. I'm joking. I move on, man. Run out of time.
Yeah. I was thinking, wow, might as well almost get these guys to do their one. No, so we're gonna go on to the back pages. This is the segment of the show when we shine a spotlight, not just limited to football. Could be any sport, could be any remit in life. Just basically something that you want to highlight, something great that's happened over the past week, someone, entity, or something that you want to basically say, yo, you deserve the back pages for something good. I will start off, and I'm going to give my back pages to Kai Havertz for that goal he scored. I thought he scored a brilliant. Goal and put himself just in the frame of thought and mind for the gaffer in terms of rivaling Gyökeres, because that was a real striker's finish against Bilbao.
Yes, I'll give mine to Gyökeres, man. It was a good header, man. Obviously, special shout out to Zubimendi for that first time cross. It was Xabi Alonso-esque. But it's a good header, and obviously I've got high expectations, and he started off on the right foot in my opinion.
Yeah, Don?
I'm gonna just stick to Arsenal because that's what I know. So two, I would say one I'd say Mosquera. I think he's going to be a very good addition to the team. Obviously, watched him in all the friendlies. Watched him when he came on against Villarreal as well. He's just good. I'll be honest with you, he's just good. I think it's
looking like we might have another Rolls Royce there.
It's even making me think maybe these guys are going to get Saliba to sign and sell him, and then you've got the replacement there. So you just fund maybe some big transfer move next summer. Like, who knows? But he just looks very good. He looks ready. And the other one would be the exciting youngsters as well, like Liverpool's 16-year-old Max Dowman as well. The reason I say that is because I feel like, not to say they're that level, but say like someone like a Yamal, they're bringing a bit of joy back to football. When I went to go and watch them, I'm seeing Dowman getting the ball. I'm sitting forward like on my seat thinking, do you know what? And I just remember years ago, that's how football was exciting for everyone. You used to see your favourite player get the ball and then you're sitting forward waiting and then he does something. I think these young kids are sort of bringing that element of football, the exciting element of football back. And big them up for even just having the ability, the bravery, the mental capacity, all of that to it, bringing excitement back. I think that's what it's about. It was originally entertainment before, obviously, the banter with fans and trophies came. We were entertained, so
100%. No, those are good selections. You're a bit greedy, those two, but fair play. Marley Bar.
I'm gonna go for Ineos.
They ain't even finished their work yet.
I'm gonna go for Ineos. Reason being is that obviously the window started. Everyone had to talk so many people off the ledge. So many Man United fans. You know who you are.
Yeah.
You know who you are. All right. What's the date today? What is it? The 10th of August or something? Yeah. Like it seems like everyone is in support and
11th,
trust
actually.
Ineos.
They should be on the ledge. I'll be
11th, actually.
11th of August. Yeah. People are confident in what they're doing. It just shows it just takes time, man. Give these guys time, man.
Okay, so you're trying to take them off the watch list unofficially, but
I mean, they've got to be off it now, right? I mean, listen, we'll talk about it.
Cuff.
My back pages was actually going to be Rio and Gamo and Dalman for bringing us joy in pre-season, and similar to what he said, just giving us joy. But I'm going to give it to Ekitike, man, because I've been very critical of him of the signing. But he played very well against Crystal Palace, his first game, and he took his goal really well. I like that to half turn. So yeah. No, I'll give my back pages to his, man.
Really good.
All right, guys. Well, that brings us to the end of the show. I want to say a big thank you to Cuff, big thank you to Don. You guys,
Pleasure, man.
Quality.
Pleasure.
You guys, you got to come back as well, especially because we just got to get your Mount Rushmore. But you know what? The convo was so popping.
When you coming to Dubai, it's Husman in Dubai, bro.
We can rent the studio. Let us know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, that could be a good reason.
Yeah, man, on tour.
Expensive business trip.
Podcast Pundits on tour, bro.
Yeah.
Real tour, you go. Yeah.
I feel you,
Thank you for having us.
No problems, man. Obviously, Joey, Marley Ma, you guys quality freaking operators as per. I hope you guys were feeling me hosting. These guys don't like to give me compliments, so I take it from the comment section.
Nah, you're a good host. Yeah,
thank you.
You kept the combo going. So.
I like fishing for compliments, you see. But yeah, guys, make sure you follow us, because I didn't even say it, and I'll get onto all the other hosts. But make sure you follow us on all the platforms, whether it be Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon. Like, you can listen to us everywhere. On the social media, we're Podcast Pundits _, and we're Podcast Pundits on TikTok, and we're Podcast Pundits _ on X. YouTube, just Podcast Pundits. So yeah, man, tell a friend to tell a friend, and yeah, man, hope we catch you next week, man.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
We out, man.